Sorry, it's still in my head. Alright. Let's fucking do this shit, guys. I'm so hyped.
Do this.
Um, maybe I should rewind a little bit. Sorry. Because when we last left off, you guys had stepped into a fairy tale, for all intents and purposes. The domain of none other than the historied Alvalian alchemist. And this was a fitting place for such a strange and storied character. As you explored its levels, left to your own devices by the curious last phrase of her robotic companion, Sir Richard Gearington, as he'd powered down with the mere words of, "Oh, that's concerning," you found that this place was rather alive for such an empty abode. But the characters within were objects, suits of armor, and strange machines that all had the semblance to them of mechanized bugs of different types, a beetle being a well-loved one amongst it. You found elementals and private quarters with the caricaturized drawings of a childlike's imagining of very complex arcane concepts. Before, at last, finding yourselves on a throne room of sorts. Beset by animated suits of armor, you fought off constructs and rugs before finally deciding to take a rest for the wounds that you'd had on your way up. You discovered a living quarters, posh, with its own private seating area and a nice four-postered bed with a lavish attire and big open curtains on the inside that displayed a cloudy view of a landscape far below. Babette, you recognized this landscape, actually. You'd seen it almost from that exact angle not that long ago. It's a rocky, foggy outcropping. Probably the southern face of some island shrouded in mist. You see on a picture frame on the opposite side of the wall. I will unpause the game. What looked to end up being a painting that depicted the very same landscape. Sure enough, it said, "The Isle of Avalon." As you all settled down to rest, wondering about the strange items and bits of lore you'd found along the way, Zale, you tried to go into a trance like normal, but found it harder. Maybe because you were distracted as you tried to practice more of the meditation techniques you'd relied upon in your earlier years of learning how to trance. You ended up finding yourselves instead lulled into a sleep. As the quiet settled over and each of you took rest, eventually, Zale, your eyes blinked open, and your mind was immediately concerned by the fact that it was groggy waking up from sleep. An unfamiliar sensation. As the hazy landscape became clear, your eyes widening, you're left with this unsettling feeling that something is wrong. Something has changed. The door that had been closed when you had sat down to sleep is instead cracked ajar. And on the other side of it, you can see, sitting upon the throne, a foreboding figure clad in blackened armor, massive in size. A great red greatsword stabbed into the earth next to it and sunk into the stone, breathing heavily, steam rising off of his armor. Bell himself. As a bit of swallowing gets caught in your throat, you approach the door and try and awaken your allies, and you hear the resounding sound of his voice echo through. Scurry all you want, little mice. Bell, Lord of the First Hell, can wait. You creak the door shut, awaken your allies, most of who had already been stirred awake by the sound of that voice. You're left with time to prepare.
Everyone wake up, now. Darman? Hey, wake up, buddy, wake up.
Yeah,
Bell's here.
I heard.
Well, fuck.
Anna's
Alright.
taken out her prayer beads and is in the lotus, full lotus position, and she's just counting them as she's meditating and preparing her spells. Deep breaths. Eyes closed.
Wait, well, what are we doing?
Do this, and Cell will then explain what we've been talking about. So, Zarman throwing the Earth Elemental, Rude doing the planar binding to make sure it stays under control. And then,
So,
yeah.
we're just fighting him.
He's got us cornered, which means our back is to the wall. The one thing that you
Wait, we're
do is you fight, because if he starts trailing us, we're unprotected. He wants a stalk. We take one stand, and we make sure we give it as much as we have.
Rue looks super conflicted.
Cell kind of like goes over and kind of is like takes you on both your shoulders. I know, this is gonna be a lot. It's really scary and really dicey. We all need to be in this just to survive.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm here. I'm here for you.
Do you have like anything? I know you and Zarman are working on something. Do you have anything that can help?
I think we're ready.
Yeah,
So
I think we
Zarman's
can
summoning
actually-
the elemental.
Yeah, that was something I was interested in knowing. Am I the one to use it, or will someone else?
With what I know of it, and what Rick can do, no matter what happens if you lose control of it, it will still be under Rue's control. With planar binding. Even if you-
It doesn't really matter who uses it. Somebody else could, if they want.
That's true.
The...
Babette, do you want to use it?
I mean, as long as it's not up to me to make sure that it stays our friend.
No,
I
that's
don't
okay.
know how I'd convince that to stay our friend.
That's why you can't like He pats kind of like Rory on the head. That's why we have him.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Should we widen up our area? Break down a few of these walls.
Yeah, I'm not going through that door. We need range.
Come on over here, come on. I gotta prep you guys. And she will cast Aid on Zarman, Rue, and herself, as well as Death Ward on Zarman and herself.
Because I'm curious, Dean, is there anything in this room that might be useful?
Looking around,
Yeah.
give me an investigation check.
Matt and Zarman will pass a yellow diamond to Babette.
Cool.
You just use that as an action and it summons Elemental, specifically the Earth one.
Cool.
Oh, I accidentally deleted it.
It's 15, but yeah.
Okay, 15. Got it. Let's see.
And Babette, you can summon it now.
You notice that there's a songbird in the cage that seems to be just sitting there kind of watching you guys. You notice the weird fact that the window is depicting a landscape that is the same landscape as the one in the painting. You note that that the windows and the painting and the painting's over the hearth, like right above this fireplace. And the bird itself are all magical. And they seem to be related to divination magic, actually, not like illusionary, like you might think. With those three things, give me an Arcana check.
I'll give you guidance. Seeing those gears turning.
Okay.
The
29.
yeah, 29.
Okay. So you would be able to determine that you could actually, if you were to, that there is you're not certain exactly how, but you know that you could somehow get that painting to depict a different place, and you could use the bird to communicate with people at that place, as if you were like scrying on someone and being able to talk with the person that you're scrying on.
Oh, that's fuck. So any place. Okay. Is it a possibility that I could contact, since I know what it looks like, Brave Albion and tell them what's transpiring?
Possibly. You're just not certain how you're supposed to change the place. You know that it can. You just don't know exactly what the key is to like making it happen.
Maybe that's as you
It's got something to do with the three items that you see there, which is the window, the painting, and the songbird that's just looking at you guys silently.
Maybe we do our preparation. If we want to gather him here, we could try to change the scenery, right? Yes.
Looking at the songbird first, does it seem to react if I get close to it?
Just looks at you,
Uh,
but it's like noting that you're there. Its head just kind of like starts following you as you get closer.
and you have, and you're sensing that it's a magical bird, correct?
Yes,
Sure.
definition.
Okay, so, right. I will just say something in Celestial, just to be like, just to see if it reacts.
blinks.
Well, if you understand me, can you blink 2 times?
It blinks.
They're probably thinking all that ready. Zell
It is
going-
paying attention to you. You can tell that much, but it doesn't seem to understand what you're saying. But it does seem to recognize that you're saying something.
Do I have the same sensation from the fish? That it's like aware of my intent instead of the words if I can't speak this
Possibly. But this thing looks like it's like something about it looks like, well, it's not natural. You could tell that this thing was summoned.
Okay.
But the fact that it's not like conjuration related to it and rather divination means that there's like something a little like weird about it. It's got a very like interesting like it's hard to tell just because everything here doesn't look very real, but it's the fact that its feathers are like, you know, so yellow kind of stands out to you. It's it looks like almost kind of like what you would imagine a phoenix looking like if it was like more yellow instead of red.
Okay.
You think it might be related to phoenixes, but it should have understood celestial if it were. But you know that phoenixes also speak primordial.
Do you want to try that?
Oh, well, can you understand me now? Please flap your wings. Or blink.
It flaps its wings.
Hey,
okay.
I think this might be related to Phoenix Ember. And I wave him over.
We can have a look at it.
Go ahead and give me a either religion or arcana.
I would love to, but my foundry hasn't loaded.
Okay.
Still? Oh, damn. Okay, got it. I will roll it.
I will provide.
My bad.
I'll pop out Victor and give Ember Victor.
If you're proficient in, I can give Ember advantage on the religion check. And,
Or rather, I meant nature. I didn't
nature.
mean. I meant
Well,
nature
I can give you
and
nature
arcana.
check. Don't worry, bruh. I'll give you some nature.
And
And some guidance.
so advantage plus guidance.
Yeah. Roll that for
18. Got it. Okay. It's definitely an imitation of a phoenix and not a real one. Probably using stuff from the primordial plane, but it's definitely probably like meant to like have something related to phoenixes, like rising and burning from the ashes. All right, and in fact, you can see a bunch of ash within the fireplace, Ember, and with your Genasi like understanding of fires and your wildfire understanding of it, you note that the wood ashes in there are different than some of the other ashes. And you also note that's like what bones look like when they burn all the way down, like very fine, and
Okay.
bodies as well. So
Okay.
Does the Phoenix react to seeing Victor?
nothing. It looks at you,
Okay.
then looks back at Hanu. Give me an intelligence check if you wanted to, or if you've got an idea on it.
I have an idea on it. I just wanted to double check a different factor. The window. Anything special about the window?
The The window is, as far as you can see, divination. But you can give me an investigation check if you'd want to see if there's anything else about it.
Cheated.
Okay.
20.
Oh, 20. Okay, good. Good. That's what you needed.
Nice.
The window actually doesn't have divination. The curtains have divination. The windows have conjuration. Yeah, we're given 2 hours, so this is assumed to be happening during the last 2 hours of y'all's rest. The 6 hours of everybody sleeping, and then 2 hours of you guys coming up with war plans and figuring out what the hell you're gonna do, and whether it's safe to smash through this wall.
Okay, well, what are you thinking about doing with this now?
It needs to go in there. And he points to the fireplace. And it needs to burn. That will mean something. And then he's look at the
Give me an Arcana check if you wanted to try and, now that you've pieced together that it's not just divination, you could give me an Arcana check if you wanted to try and discern the purpose of all of this.
Any help? It's a good advantage.
Anybody else have Arcana in here?
Not anymore.
Yeah. Nope.
Alright.
Just you, man.
20?
I'll give you some guidance. There you go.
24!
Okay. So, you think that this is a means of communication and also travel. That by talking to the bird, you could get it to depict a location if you speak it in primordial. And it will then change the painting, which will change what the curtains project onto the mirror, which will then allow you to be able to step through that mirror's conjuration magic and travel there if you sacrifice the bird. So if you throw the bird into the flames, it allows you to be able to briefly have a window where you can step through the window into a location you've scryed on.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Ooh, that's...
It goes sideways, this is what we doing.
Yeah, right? Fucking good. So, we don't need to communicate. It's only the doorway that we sacrifice the bird, correct?
Yes. Yeah, you just have to tell it a location and it'll scry on it.
Okay, Hanu, can you, in Primordio, tell it pretty much the Brave Albion, that it was probably Constantine.
I could try, but I just want to make sure, is us doing that, is it gonna make everything aware of where Brave Albion is?
That was what I was about to say.
That's why I said Constantine.
Constantine?
Constantine's office?
Yes.
How do you know Constantine's there? I don't even know what time it is.
Is Belle just going to follow us there?
That's my fear.
Well,
You'd just be bringing him into the middle of Hearthfire.
Yes, we're not leaving.
We just...
Okay, do you want me to prepare it that this is what we're going to envision, and then when somebody throws it in there, it's going to think, and then...
Yeah, I want that ready just in case the worst scenario comes up.
I just don't think that Constantine's office is the best place.
No, in that case, he's like thinking through his head. What about the castle? The castle we own.
Why don't we just go with the hospital, maybe? We know Pridwin's there.
Oh yeah.
Yes, let's invite Belle to the hospital.
We're gonna probably
Well, maybe
need it,
he'll
honestly.
see all the sick people and change his mind about what he's doing.
I don't think he's of that mentality, Rue.
If we bring Belle, there's a reason why he contacted us On this plane, he's feeling a little bit cocky right now. Why isn't he fighting on our plane? Anywhere there will be better than here. So which place are we going
Isolate it.
with? And you say I need to be able to scry, or it will scry on that area, correct?
It will chase the painting on top.
Then we're gonna
To
need
that
to
area.
be somewhere that it could scry on, unless it is able to bypass wards.
So will be a good place.
Well,
HGM?
I truly
we-
think we should avoid.
Are we trying to leave?
It's
This is
the
a
worst
backup
case
plan.
scenario. Yeah, worst
That
case
makes
scenario.
sense.
We get out here. The worst
Well-
case scenario happens.
I do have the oh, I can't replace that. It'd be another hour. Okay,
Yeah, we're limited.
I do have that new scrying orb, but... okay, so... Walks up to you closely, puts a hand on your shoulder. What do you think? Contact Brave Albion.
In this situation, contacting them won't really do anything. They'll be way too late. They can't run and fight it. That's off the table.
Okay.
We need a way. We need a location that where we go. In case of the worst case scenario, it would be somewhat safe, but somewhere where our allies might be able to help us.
Okay.
And if knowing Bell and knowing he picked this certain location for a reason, then that means he doesn't want. And this is a different dimension, and that means he doesn't want to fight us in that dimension. So he won't follow us.
Do you know how long this picture will last? Will the Alvalian Alchemist be able to see what's on here and go through?
It's very quick.
Okay.
Once we throw that in there, you gotta go.
And you are certain
And then it closes.
it will close. Okay.
I am. Even if she needs to summon another thing, one of those things, and points to the Phoenix.
I'll
Whatever
probably
that
come
is.
back in a bit. I usually do.
In that case, then we got probably 24
Maybe.
hours seeing this.
Okay. Alright.
They take a while to come back.
Exactly, so we'll be okay for at least that time. That'll be enough for us to get reinforcements. So,
Can I
wait.
whip out my lantern of revealing whenever we have a second?
I was waiting for that.
The chateau, whatever we called it, it has that teleportation circle there, correct? We can use it. The cache, I forgot what was it,
Oh,
Monte
ramen.
Cache, I think?
Yes.
Yeah, and she nods at you, is that teleportation circle there?
Yeah, it should have been finished being built
Okay.
whenever the Maelstrom Marinos were.
So, it might be a little bit of a risk, but we can try to go there. We know it's not warded, it can be easily scryed on, and we go right into the atrium. Sound the alarm.
Yep, and knowing that the Alvalian Alchemist is compromised. Because one thing is clear. No one can enter here unless invited.
So, this will be our escape route.
If we do not beat them.
If we are okay, we will have to eventually find a way back. I doubt she will let us go so easily. So,
Who knows? From all this and whatever was in that exam and everything's kind of clicked together, I don't think she's right in the head.
okay.
I don't know if she's working for them or just working of her own person.
Okay, well then.
We don't know.
I will just draw a quick picture just so I can focus on this, and then eventually I will tell it to this Phoenix. any other preparation, I am planning to, if I have a clear enough route, she will tap the pike to the ground. I'm about to summon a legion of Onodori soldiers. Other than that, I will cast some protection for you, Sarmin, so you go in there swinging. We need to time it right. Mine will last 10 minutes. How long will it take for you two to set up? She looks both to Rue and Zarman.
Well, I'm gonna need to do the elemental, and then...
No, I handed the elemental gem to Baba.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
planning on binding
Then
it.
she's gonna
Yeah,
play
play
to
to
bind
bind
it
it.
because
Bind it.
me and con saved.
Yep. Alrighty, so we do that. Going to plan to that dance you were talking about. And then we go in.
It'll be the first time used like this.
Okay, well, dazzle us.
Oh, he's just in there.
Does my lantern see anything?
Oh, give me a chance.
No, it does not. Nothing invisible is revealed in this room.
I'm gonna do a quick walk around.
You look around. Oh, a little far there for a moment.
Don't go in the room, please.
No, you find nothing.
Okay.
After a thorough investigation,
Okay.
Really
the room
investigated
seems to be
everything.
clear of invisible creatures and objects. Sorry, I take that back. Creatures and objects.
Oh.
You see that right next to the chest that's there, there's actually a chest that looks just like it right beside it.
Oh, fun. Yes.
The Legend of Zelda music plays as I open it in my head, and then I hold it up into the air.
Okay, give me a second. I gotta tend to these dogs. They're acting.
How much is the motivations? Which 5 creatures are you doing that to? Read.
What you want?
Motivational speech.
Yeah, what about it?
Which 5 of us?
Which 5?
I gotta pick. I pick everyone but me.
Okay.
And then, where's Eliza? Eliza's not here, right?
No.
Nope.
No.
Alright, I'll do everybody but me.
She's in Fiji right now, drinking.
She's in. Oh, that's nice. We're fighting Belle, and she's in Fiji.
There's a lot going on in Fiji,
Dad.
guys. Okay, it's alright. Okay, so what level you get third?
Just the basic 3rd level
Okay,
for right now.
alright, so 10 temp.
'Cause I might have to dimension door somebody out of here if y'all get hurt.
Wait, no, 5 temp, okay.
Yeah, because honestly, if it goes to that, probably with Dimension Door room, probably me and you Dimension Door into this room and trying to get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll do that, and I sing an inspirational song by Queen, of course. And I say, buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise, playing in the street, gonna be a big man someday, got mud on your face, big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place, singing, we will rock you. And then she'll do, of course, like her ribbon dance with it, 'cause it's classic Rue.
Hell yeah.
Belfast is just in the other room, like, what the fuck is what's going on?
What do you guys think? Should I pop Black Inform before the fight, or just entering there so I just have those resistances and plus 1 XP?
You do you. Oh god, it's looping. No!
Oh no! It's getting more intense. Okay.
2 songs to play.
I think it comes back in short words. I think I'm just gonna pop it. It lasts an hour. I think I'm just gonna pop it just to be certain that, like, I can resist things.
Pop it, lock it, polka dot it, country file.
This
Girl.
what's rude with us? What's rude with us in 1983? That was Lib.
That was
Live,
Liv.
live.
Okay, so this would be the first time you see werewolves though.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Oh,
she's
boy.
been waiting. Do you get Fluffy?
Yeah,
Fluffy boy? Oh.
he's a
I'll
fluffy
give
boy.
you some scritches.
Uh,
Get right behind your ear, waiting for your leg to go thump 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 thump.
Okay.
You're gonna do great! That's her motivational speech for you. You're gonna do great!
not the time, bro.
Before the dance will start, I will cast protection from evil and good on Sarah.
Yeah, so not just for Red, they say I'll be popping the most optimal time just to pop it.
Okay, so you find 3 vials of holy water,
Nice.
a holy oil flask,
Nice.
a item that says it's a book, leather bound.
Nice.
It's got iron and silver fittings, and it's got a lock on it that looks really hard to get through, like very well made, and as well, you also find a greater healing potion. All of that in that little invisible box.
Ooh, you can put the oil on your freaking sword, by the way, Babette, to make sure. Rating
I'll
it.
give oil to Babette. The water. Who wants water?
We
Hi, Hunter.
well, everybody has 1 flask, so it's whoever wants to be doubling up on that. I feel like the people who are close by because you
Yeah.
can just throw the oil near the water nearby, Babette.
And it'll flash.
And yeah, so
Okay, so I'll have 2 of them.
yeah.
Put the book in my bag of holding.
I was
Just
gonna see,
real
would
quick.
Babette be able to give it a go at the lock on that?
Looking, yeah, go ahead and give it a try with some thief's tools.
Before
Looking at
that,
the holy oil stuff, it's in a very fancy looking container, like really well made, silver fittings on it, and it's got like a whole thing on it to be able to like apply the oil on something. This was clearly like made for applying oil to weapons for fighting things vulnerable to this. And you can tell it can be that it can be refilled. And looking it over, you could give me a with your all-purpose tool a check to determine like exactly what the holy oil does.
Did I get any guidance on the Thief's Tools check?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll give you some guidance.
Rolling privately over there.
God damn it.
Well, she's a rogue, what do you expect? She's so sneaky.
What, 22?
So 22. Got it. And what did you get?
It's rolling.
Oh, okay.
Woof.
That one.
Okay.
13.
It's fine. You only needed a DC 10 to be able to do it, so I guess you couldn't even have failed.
Yeah, I really couldn't even fail.
But for posterity's check, you needed to use the tools to be able to determine that the contents of the holy flask, you can use it with an action to apply to your weapon. Its effect lasts for a minute or until use, just as if you were applying a poison, but it does 2d8 of damage as if you were like smiting somebody.
Oh, that's going on fucking Zarman.
Yeah.
So, and it has enough in there for you to be able to apply this 3 times before you would have to refill it.
Ooh, and that you can use. Oh man, you can do
So-
that. Zarman can
Though
do
where
that.
you find holy oil, like you know,
We need a little
like,
bit left over, so
yeah,
just 2
yeah,
applications.
you need a little bit
run.
left over.
Alright.
Yep.
And we put that in the
So-
bag.
Yeah, Zarman can enter haystacks and use the object, so you can apply that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll last until the next minute or until you the next time you use your strike. So it's not gonna last. It'll only hit for the first hit, and then it's gone,
Yeah.
just like using a poison. But it'll like last on your blade for a minute.
Okay.
You could
Ace
also
is
apply it to arrowheads and stuff like that.
Yeah, Ace is having PC problems at the moment.
Okay.
His Moonbeam? Fuck yeah!
Yeah, the small
Erupting
no, I
Earth.
pretty much use these during the fight. Cure Wounds, Healing Word, Thunderwave, Moonbeam, Erupting Earth, and Mass Cure Wounds.
Cool.
So,
Okay.
so, you know, those are the things we need to keep track of.
Got it. Got it. Who
So
wants
the oil is
to
going to-
handle his thing?
Yeah,
I could hand his character sheet off to one of y'all to handle in this.
I could do it. I've done multiple characters, I can do it.
Okay.
And,
Alright.
So Zarman's getting the oil.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can apply
It
the
has
first hit.
enough to. Yeah. It takes an action to apply it. You could use 2 out of the 3 that are in there and still have some left over. So you could apply it to 2 blades before going in if you want.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you're going to have to use an action in combat to try and apply it.
Yeah, I would
Right.
say, yeah, that we'll put some on, and then we'll put some on Zarman's blade right before we get going.
Yeah, right. Like towards the end of the performance, you're just like oiling up
Yeah.
these blades. Like, oh my god, good job.
I was just gonna say, before she did the Thieves' Tooth, just to check, does the key that I obtained look like it could fit in there? In the book?
Looking at it, possibly. Looks like it's similar metal.
Can I try
Try.
it real quick?
Yeah. You stick it in, turn it, opens right up.
Mm-hmm.
I thought.
Okay. And what you got there are, as you can see within it, the spells are all things like protective, right? It's clearly a wizard's spell book, not a journal or anything. Some of them, like, you can recognize as being like conjuration or abjuration based. A lot of things like protection from evil and private sanctum and glyph of warding. And you also determine that it's got like some enchantments bound into it as well. If you but those enchantments seem to be the types of things that would only really work for a wizard.
Okay.
You have the protective versus another Tasha's item.
Yeah, that's...
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
I will be drawing up. I've probably finished up drawing the picture of what the area needs to be scryed on, and since Rue is able to teleport people if needed, I will have her familiarize her place with it. But then just show this picture to the. We're gonna have her show tell the bird where to go, right, and then whoever eventually I don't know, 10 minutes later or whatever, we'll throw it in there or something, right?
The windows open when the bird's
primordial.
Yeah, once the bird is in the fireplace, so I can tell it where it needs to go, correct? And then whoever...
yes, you could tell it like now where it needs to go,
So-
and then it will depict it in the painting and in the window. And then at any point in time when it's depicting a place, you can take that bird and throw it into the fireplace with an action,
Okay.
and it will summon a doorway that will last for 1 round.
Okay.
And when it comes back around again, it closes. So
Alright,
it's 6 seconds.
I will familiarize myself, tell the bird what it is, and And it needs to be a place that is scryable, correct?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Then we're going with the place that we know has a teleportation circle to our place. So.
Yep.
Alright. That'll be it.
So that is where?
Cache.
Cache. Gotcha. All right. Specifically, where are you thinking of in it? Like just like right in the middle of its courtyard, right? Just out of curiosity, just so I can.
Yeah,
have
we
mentally
would have
prep.
probably did like a floor plan thing. So she's gonna do maybe to the courtyard, but closest to where the area with the teleportation circle will be. But the one thing that won't change will be the courtyard.
Okay, it's gonna keep in mind like yeah, it's just like scrying, you know. If you're keeping in mind a vantage point, if you drew a blueprint, then that's a top down from in the sky.
Yeah.
So you will appear in this. Your scrying sensor will be in the sky, which means you'll teleport into the sky.
I'm saying like when we were rebuilding it, we
That
would have
she
made
has
a blueprint.
seen one before, so she's trying to visualize a spot closest to
and
teleportation
then
circle
she
and
will do it ground level, but just in that area closest to where, like, whatever corner of the courtyard is the closest to it.
Yeah, that probably be
like
where
to
the
where the watering well is.
Yeah, so
Okay, got it.
yeah, so like she would tell the floor plan to everybody else of, well, this is where it's supposed to be, so if they follow directions, we're gonna go there, whatever, and teleportation circle should be on such and such hallway to the left. So she's doing like blueprint accurate directions, but right by the one time that her and Zarman were right by the well, that will be where she envisions it.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. I know what that is.
Yep.
Alright. So I wanted to check, guys. I wanted to check the rings, man. There's some shit in here. I was like, alright, let's just look real quick.
Yep. Alright.
Okay.
The lantern shall prevail.
And as you guys are discussing over your plan, you hear the scurry, scurry, scurry. Come out, little mice.
Okay. Oh, I think that's your cue. She'll tell Zarban and Rue.
And
Okay.
Bubba would off the village and then we would go in with the dance. So. Not sure what other actions we're taking beforehand. I'd imagine before, right as he's doing it, I guess Armin would have done the first use of the fucking holy oil.
Yeah, and so
onto the shatter shawl.
Yeah, she'd like get the gem going, get it breaking through the door, and then apply the.
I mean, the elemental will stay around for an hour, so like that's why, or something. So we could have planar bind it a little bit before. So
yeah. I didn't know I was going to be in charge of the elemental, so.
Oh no! No, that's fine. I'm just saying, like, we don't need to worry too much about the elemental. It should have been blinded by now.
Exactly. It doesn't matter. You lose concentration.
All right, everyone. Let's roll initiative, and then we'll go down the initiative tracker to see what you guys all do in this initial, just before breaching stage. Just before the breaching stage.
I hold the elemental's hands while I'm planar binding it, and we kind of just sway our arms back and forth while I talk to it to get it to build a bond with me.
Yeah, and once Summon's in my area, I'll just slap him with some protection magic.
I don't know how to do advantage on initiative with the.
It's just go to special traits in the main menu, where it has like your senses and languages, all that. Where your ability scores are.
With the gear.
So go to special traits and check it.
I checked it. I guess I did something weird with the order.
What? Special traits.
It's the
What
gear
am I doing?
at the bottom.
Advantage on initiative.
It was a 9 anyway. It's good.
Oh yeah, there you go, Root.
Why didn't it do it?
Yeah, I had that issue happen this time.
Okay, well, 16.
What kind of elemental is it?
Earth.
Earth.
I'm gonna name it Bulb.
Oh, that's why it didn't work, because you have to click save traits. I'm dumb.
God damn it.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, because if you click the advantage on initiative, you have to scroll all the way down to the very bottom, save special traits.
So I actually had.
So do it again.
Yeah.
So yeah, do it again for your zombies, because you don't go against at all. Just do it.
Where's your other one,
Okay.
Zale?
He actually got the advantage because he just always has it.
I see.
Yeah, you're at 22, I'm at 21.
22.
Ember's at 22.
Okay, Bulby, we're gonna go do some fun stuff right now, okay? I just want you to protect everyone and
Punch good.
have a good time. You know, that's important. Smile.
Okay.
Hey, oh, he has freaking Aura of Life, that's fucking clutch. Okay. I should run for that.
Okay. So Rue, you should have 5 more HP from aid. Zarman.
Oh, to my total?
Yeah. Current and max
Yeah,
HP. Yeah, it doesn't count as temp, so.
Cool.
And then Zarman, I had said once you started the dance, I would be applying that spell to you, so once I see that, I'll just run over and slap you. But other than that.
Damn, sorry, I just need you above Bell.
I already rolled twice. The other number was a 6.
No, I'm like, I'm almost very tempted for, like, Haru, I'm very tempted you to use, like, get him above 10.
Yeah, do you want me to
Because we
use...
kinda...
I'll give you some channel divinity and I'll slap you up. No, I'll just gently give you a very...
Yeah, because we need you above him.
calming shoulder rub.
Oh, for the Earth Elemental, we're gonna have to roll initiative as well for it. Do you have something for that chance?
Hello. Okay, so you can roll again, like, I'll channel divinity.
How do you roll again? I'll just roll a
do
d20, see what happens.
Yeah.
19.
Better! Yes! Perfect!
Just tell you to take a deep breath. Just focus on Rue.
Oh, that's perfect. Holy moly.
Yeah. Would you be able to change it for me, Chance?
Y'all keep taking the dogs.
Okay, Bulby, prepare to punch this wall.
That's good, that's good. We're all going for 4.
Yeah, give me a moment. I'm just setting up this Earth Elemental, so...
Yeah, that's good.
His name is Bulby.
That was so good. You said channel video
This one, like,
at
if
19.
you do it correctly, I won't hopefully do so. So, yeah, I was gonna ask if you wanted me to be using it, so like, I think so.
Yeah, no, we need him to get there before Bell moves. Basically, we gotta lock down Bell.
What did you say you were naming him?
Bulby.
Okay.
He's got a pink flower crown now.
Oh.
He smells like lavender.
And tokens. And where do you go? Earth Elemental. There we go. And okay. Bulby. Configure permissions. And owned by Brooklyn.
Bulby's my bitch.
And
That was a very lib.
you might want to take a step back, Zale and Lib maybe as well.
Now that you said
Lib
let's
takes a step back.
Oh,
and
sorry,
almost-
Rue.
No, I'm kidding.
step back and
You're
now
gonna
it's
need
lib. And then playing or finding drops.
Bulby!
And then there's no synergy happening.
Nice.
Okay. So there he is. And as you summon Bulby, you all look at each other, casting your spells, getting your buffs ready. And as you hype yourselves up, we go into initiative on this. And you guys burst out at the start of this with, you said, starting with your beginning actions being that a couple of you were casting those prep spells, and Bulby's smashing through the door, and you two are going into your synergy.
Yeah.
Now, I just want to like set this frame up from what I imagine it looks like from Bell's perspective, as he is impatiently tapping his feet, waiting. He's given you hours to prepare. The irritation that is building up within him is the type of thing that could burn down nations. And then all of a sudden, there's the sound of music. And then the whole wall smashes up beside him. He watches as the debris and the cloud goes through as this earth elemental comes spinning out into the middle of this throne room. And through the dust of it, two figures come. Who goes first on this, guys?
Rue, let's show them what kindred souls are made of.
And she'll look at Belle. Here's something to believe in.
And then straight into it.
Okay. And with that, we are in combat at the very start of it. You watch as they spin out through the smashed up wall. And where is the fucking song? There we go. You guys start with Ember at the very top of the round on this.
Summons 19.
I-
These channels
Yeah.
change them.
Yes.
Alright.
Oh.
That all
Come on.
smashed.
Give me just a second to
Okay.
update the wall.
That's so good.
Oh, Bulby needs to roll for initiative. Ah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
oh yeah.
I got that, no worries.
Has advantage.
Dun, 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 dun.
A blare of trumpets call out the crescendo.
So the
There's no
document of what
initiative button on
Oh,
his
yeah.
sheet, so I'm just gonna roll a d20.
Ooh, they roll again. One more time. I mean, it's good. It's before Bell, but one more time. Okay, that's good.
He's a slow boy.
That's fine. It's again. We're all above Bell.
Yeah, that's really what matters.
He has a
That's
lot
all
of
that
You just have to
points.
prep them into the combat thing like that, and then.
Oh.
What did you roll them for?
11.
11.
Okay. You would have had advantage though, right? Because of
Yeah,
being
and
that
inside.
rolled
Yeah,
a
so-
6.
Oh, okay. So 11 it is.
That's
Uh,
it's above Bell. That's all I wanted.
Okay. So, at the top of this, Ember's the first one up.
Even probably would have been maybe a little bit. Yeah. Ember will be. Oh, I don't have the music. Music playing.
God, I turned the music up. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't hear it.
Probably just need to
Ember's
refresh.
Probably. I'll do Emperor's turn and then refresh.
Okay, you gain immunity to fire damage in the frightened condition. Every time you make an attack roll, you can add a die.
Yeah,
You can add.
basically every turn you can roll Bardic Inspiration on attack rolls. Because you have
Yeah,
Rue's
exactly.
Passion.
Yes.
Okay, so Ember is on his opening turn, going to cast right directly on him, Moonbeam at 3rd level.
How long does it last?
Moonbeam lasts.
No, not Moonbeam. Synergy.
The synergy lasts 1 minute.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so Moonbeam at 3rd level.
And I doubt it really matters, but Belle would have had to make a Wisdom saving throw against being frightened from charmed from Rue, and then Charisma saving throw from not being frightened of Zarman. But I'm pretty sure he's immune to both of those anyway.
Yeah.
Figured I'd mention it. As they both go into their transformation, Zarman's bone wings come out, and whatever Rue looks like when she transforms into lustful transformation.
Rue's arms turn into giant purple and pink butterfly wings, and slowly her clothes become the shape of like the flowers. Like her skirt looks like a giant pink flower is like around her waist, and the flower crown she has also has wings coming out of it, very like fairy-like.
I'm in love.
Hell yes.
Hell yeah. Loading back up, but yeah, Moonbeam was cast at 3rd level right on fucking top of that guy. And then once I load back in, don't you allow? Yeah, cool. Alright, found myself being stupid. And just keep me out. Alright, cool.
He succeeded.
I was on the
He's
start of
not.
this turn.
Yeah, I'm just rolling them already.
Alright, you want me to roll the damage now too?
No, I was talking about for the charmed and frightened from their thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
There you go.
Cuckoo. And great fucking music. And Ember will move. Ember move here in this corner right here. And then does he have anything that could just, I don't think he has anything to attack with a haste action. No. And that would be Ember's turn.
Okay. So at the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action to toss a fireball off into this corner. Standing up from his throne as he does so, he just tosses this fireball into the corner. And then you just see as he kind of tilts his head as it doesn't have the effect he was expecting.
Yeah, the flames from the dance after Ruin's Armin did the dance. The flames, the pink flames, just protect him from the blast.
Hell yeah.
Watches as the flames of his fireball hit against it, and then at like the points where the fire from hers and that connects, you just watch it tint the flames around it a brighter pink, so that the fireball itself just gets turned into this pink fireball as it dissipates past those it strikes. And with that, it comes to Rue's turn.
Do I have to spend my turn doing this dance, or
We did a surprise round with it, so you get your full turn now.
Yeah.
Sick.
And you are hasted.
Yep, you started within 15 feet of Zale, so you are considered hasted. So you have a double movement speed, plus 2 AC into your deck saves right now, and you have a haste action you can do some things with.
My AC's 15 now. And then I have a double move, so I can get inside now.
Oh yeah, you have 60 feet of movement. So you get like across the room, which
What do I wanna do? Can I do 2 spells then? Because I'm hasted?
No, with the haste action, you can dash, disengage, object interact, or weapon attack.
Or you can hide.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you could use your regular action to do your regular action things, and then haste action gives you some small things you can do. And of course, you have your bonus.
Cast. I'm gonna summon a phase spirit since I'm phase spirited up right now,
fuck yes.
and it's gonna be a dryad.
Hell yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
Get the
summoning
summons
it?
I
out.
can see within range. So then I'm gonna move up to where I can see it. I'm gonna put it right in front of him. Just up in his business. And it's going to
Oh, right, give me a second.
multi-attack.
What level are you
It goes after your turn's over, so finish Rue's turn, then you do Despair it.
Oh, sick. Okay, well that bitch is there. And then I'm gonna use my... How far does this thingy go? I'm gonna wait to use that. I'm gonna use my other action to hide behind Bulby. And use my bonus action to give inspiration to Zarman.
Yes.
It's a double inspiration, that shit.
Yeah.
And then that will be my turn. And then Daryl the Dryad is going to make a weapon attack. 3+ the spell's level to hit. So I roll a d20 and add 3 plus the spell level, so I add 6.
Yes.
Thanks, guys. 11.
But then,
I'll take 11 to hit.
but then you get to make. Oh no, it's just what. Never mind. Ignore me. I can't.
Do I
It's
know
only
if
fourth
he's
level.
charmed or frightened of either one of us?
No, he is not.
Okay.
You know that he succeeded on his roll.
Oh, do you want to see what mood this Fae is in?
Yeah, I'm reading them right
Oh, okay,
now.
okay, sorry.
Do I get to choose, or...?
Yeah, you choose one.
Because you could have it be impassioned.
Yeah, it's a passionate boy. So...
On the thing
I
you put up,
do
there's
maybe-
Fury, Joyful, Deceitful. I guess you have an older version. I don't remember.
No,
I'm gonna do
Anyway.
impassioned,
Ooh.
because it's... Yeah, I'm gonna do that one.
hell yeah.
Okay.
And then as its bonus action, he's gonna go behind the demon guy,
Face step behind him.
Oh, yeah.
using its face step.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
And what does it face step also do when with its particular trait?
It has an
attack roll.
advantage on its next attack roll.
There you go.
Oh, before the end of its turn.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta open up with that. So when you bonus
Yeah.
action, you get a bonus action to strike. Just a reminder. But that's cool.
Alright, not worried about it. He's
Yeah.
there. I'm hidden. Let me roll to hide, I guess.
You have advantage. 'Cause you're
If you went back over here, you'd break line of sight.
That's a stealth check,
Remember,
right?
she's still against
Yeah.
she's still against the benefit of it before. Yeah, 24.
24.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm gonna use your leg, Bulby, okay?
Alright.
Where'd she go in the initiative? Why is she no longer in the initiative?
Oh, that's good.
She should have been 22 after Ember, I think.
Yeah.
Or was she 21? I don't remember.
She was 22. She was 22.
22.
Just roll again. She's 22. Oh, that's weird.
Okay. Update combatant. Alright. Next up, Zale. Zarman, you're on deck.
So, one. I found it being weird.
Wait, if he failed from both of ours, doesn't he
You
suffer
didn't. You
the...
succeeded.
He succeeded.
Oh,
He passed, so it doesn't matter.
that's...
Alright,
Yeah, my brain said fail, because it's not good for me that he succeeded.
Cool.
We got this. It's cool.
So his action is going to catch a magic missile.
Okay.
Well, I will start with... Yeah, let's do first level first. One, two, three. So that's 11 radiant damage. Just I switch to the rank.
Where are you at? Okay, I see you now. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
11 radiant. Got it.
And then with my haste action, I'm going to shoot him with my gauntlet,
Okay.
which has a D8 on top of this.
Just because it's badass, can you describe how you changed your magic missile to radiant? How does that look when you change the damage type?
So when Dell like steps out from that, she pulls out his gauntlet, and the runes you see usually it's like almost kind of like a holographic kind of like cylinder with all these arcane runes surrounding it. He looks like he presses like a couple buttons like a keyboard, and he changed it from like a regular white gray, then change it into like a yellow rainy energy, and the cylinder changes it, and the magic missiles fire.
Oh yeah. As you see it, the magic missiles yellow blast into them. They almost like pierce through like spear-like. They definitely seem to be a good damage type. Radiant seems to be yes.
And then with the range, with the key, range attack, natural fucking 20.
Hell yeah.
Woo! So here goes the damage, which is freaking it was a critical hit. So that's 14 force damage. And I shall move. Yeah, do not. I shall move back. Yeah, nah, I'm just gonna move fucking back in here, right when I started. Just roll out, fire the missiles, fire the blast, and just roll back in. And yeah, cool. Narrow haste. Cool. And that will be my turn.
It's our boy's turn.
Go get him!
Yeah, it'd be about 40 feet of movement, so yeah. And then bonus action Shield of Faith, and since I'm hasted, that puts my AC at 22 sitting right now. Put it up for plus 30. I will in a second.
I mean, you have to roll the fucking D8 to attack. Natural fucking 20.
Yeah, don't know why it's set up as an attack, but +2 to AC while I concentrate on that. AC is now 22 because haste plus shield of faith. Right there is actually flanking because he's a large creature, by the way. Because that's straight across from it.
That's right.
Because when you do flanking with a larger creature, you have to be slightly diagonal a little bit.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Fuck him up, man.
So haste action attack first. And flanking, so advantage. 27 to hit. I should probably do the damage of each one before each attack, or I could just roll 3 attacks now.
Chance, you're muted if you.
You can add
There
a
it
1d6 to the next.
Let's go.
I'm not too sure
Right.
which one you choose, Zarn, but you can add a 1d6 if you chose to use.
Yeah, I could have been adding a d6 to all those too. I forgot.
Yeah, so
I
Don't
forgot the
forget.
synergy I made up. Shit.
Yeah, dude.
You
I'll
put
do the
this
D6
together,
on the-
brother.
Yeah, so
Is
On the
it
18.
8?
On the 18,
It
it
is
would be
because
+4, so 22.
I'm at level 9.
Yep. Alright, all hit.
Inspiration.
I'll hit. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I have some spell slots to go through, and I have holy oil for each hit, right? Yeah, how many times it's
Just
applied?
one.
First,
First
it's
one.
only
This
for
one.
one. Yeah.
Ooh, but that's
So an
So,
extra
at least-
2d8 on the first, not the crit, unfortunately.
Yeah. And I think since it's a poison type of thing anyway, it wouldn't apply on
It
a crit.
doesn't. Yeah, it's alright. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm a
1d8,
dryad
Sorry,
right now.
yeah.
My
Oh,
bad.
right.
She's just
Yeah.
just cheering you on. That's all.
Okay. Okay.
That was from the oil. I have a third level.
Fuck! Oh
I have
my
a third
god!
level spell slot to use on this.
Okay, so let's
30 right
keep
now.
track of the radiant damage separate for me. And
Gotcha.
Oh,
Okay.
guys, when you roll one of my bardic inspirations, you
Oh, is
heal.
that- That's right, that's right. Okay,
I
we'll remember
think
that.
it's when you get. I believe it's worded. When somebody heals you, you can roll the bardic inspiration die on top of that. So somebody has to use
no,
like.
you're talking about magical inspiration. She's talking about her subclass feature.
His subclass
Yeah.
feature, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that one heals off when it's used, so.
I'm still full health, so it don't matter.
Yeah. So keep rolling. I'm keeping track of radiant damage.
So that's the first one.
Yeah, whenever you expend a use of my bardic inspiration, you gain temporary hit points equal to the number rolled.
Yeah,
Nice,
and since
okay.
it doesn't stack, I'll keep the motivational speech one.
Keep rolling that damage.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the second attack,
Let me
I will
write
roll a
down-
second level spell slot on this one.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, you know it's the fiend, so you get an extra D8.
Oh shit!
Yep.
Another
Yep.
6 on that previous 14.
Yep, I got it. Let's keep going, because I'm calculating the damage.
And then 15 radiant on that one. And then for the crit, and then third level spell slot. Hi, baby. That would be 10d8 radiant on a crit since he's a fiend, right?
Yep.
Fuck me.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot the d8 additional on the last one again because I keep forgetting. This is, one of the few times these fucking fiend are undead.
Yep. Another 6. Okay. Don't worry, I'm keeping track.
And then the radiant damage on that crit was 53.
Oh my god! That was a high roll!
And the
Okay.
other thing I'm remembering, since I'm in necrotic shot, he also takes 9 necrotic. Just see what that's doing.
So, okay, so is that 32.
Ugh.
32 rating.
You mind doing the math for me, Shot? I'm
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah, no, I can do it. Leave it to me. I can.
Sorry. Rue,
No,
I
no,
can't
no.
have walls of text up while I'm typing in the Discord or something.
Discord.
Yeah.
Discord.
Just, I can do the damage. Just give me just a second.
Thank you.
Oh.
And
this
of course,
is
if you
double for
can't
Fiend. Chance. just
he's
so
vulnerable.
What was that?
Well, I mean, just do the normals normally, and he'll do it afterwards.
I'll do it afterwards. Just tell me the damage types separately so that I can
Sure.
run them through.
Okay,
the
And
scan.
of course, divide the numbers out on each of the hit, if you were keeping
Yep.
track of that.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll keep track of it. Don't worry.
So,
Yeah, I'm sleep deprived at the moment, so.
So
Woo.
39 slashing damage, just the slashing. So 39
Okay.
slashing. And then for the radiant,
Wait a second. The target. Well, I think it's immune to poison, but on a 20 it takes 2d6.
Yeah, it makes
Yeah,
it
it's
yeah,
conflict.
it's immune.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's immune
It's
to
automatic.
poison.
I just remembered that from Caleb, so I'm like, oh, wait a second. But I'm pretty sure it's immune. Okay.
Yeah, sadly, he's probably not going to be paralyzed from being poisoned. That would have been fucking hilarious.
110 radiant damage.
Okay.
Divide those hits up into its individual hits if you can.
For individual hits.
Yes.
Yeah,
I need radiant from the first, radiant from the second, and
It's
radiant from the
30.
third.
It's 32 for the first one.
Okay.
21 for the second one,
Hey,
And
hold on a
53
second.
from the last.
and 53 for the last.
Yeah.
Fuck.
The numbers, Mason.
Yeah. Sorry, there's a lot of numbers on the crunch right there.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, I should have been keeping track of the numbers myself, but I forgot about
That's
the whole
fine.
fiend thing, so I'm like, shit.
I had the calculator ready already for this shit. You have a tendency to crit bosses, so I was like, I'm going to pull the calculator out. Jeez. Now that's a lot of damage.
It's a good thing I used Shield of Faith on myself, because if he's alive, I'm eating something.
Oh yeah, he's gonna want to kill you.
Oh, okay.
Badly injured.
How?
And give me a second. I got to do a different thing here for a moment. So. Okay, and then that would have been. Okay.
I'm just remembering that Darkest Dungeon quote. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Yeah, did you type out
Okay.
the numbers for a chance to be looking at it? Or is he already good?
I got it. I already got it. I'm good. All right. Yeah. Then you just cleave just these huge gouges into this man's armor, revealing underneath this like reddish like skin of a creature that is definitely not immortal. And before these great gouges, like it just had been this beast of a warrior in like blackened armor, no bit of its flesh exposed. But now you can see it for the fiend that it truly is. And it's looking pretty badly hurt. And definitely pissed. Anything else on your turn?
I don't know if it mattered, but the +9 necrotic damage.
I calculated that in.
Okay, perfect. That is a haste action, bonus action, and the movement I'm willing to do. That'll be the end of Zarman's turn.
Okay.
Probably catching something here in a minute.
Oh yeah.
At the end of your turn, he's going to use his legendary action to use Tactical Edge against you. So that Well, I mean, really, for himself. The next person that makes an attack roll against him, it has a D6 rolled against it.
Okay. Yeah, D6 Bane.
Good thing you have a D6 being added into it too.
It's a D8.
It's a
I
D8.
forgot, man.
It's a D8.
Yeah.
Yeah, Drew's giving a D8. He's subtracting a D6 from the next one on him.
Great.
Yep. Okay.
Alrighty.
Hanu, you're up.
Alright, I just want to... okay. I need to see the angle where I can safely... see if I can clip this guy, because I don't want to be hitting any of you guys with the Amadori Legion pike. Wait a second.
You have 60 feet of movement right now because you started in pace, so.
It's a line, right?
Yeah, it's a big line. Let me go pop the thing up, because I now know where it is.
Probably have to get like somewhere like right in this little corner to like shoot a line up this way.
Shoot a line.
Yeah,
that way.
so what was her movement speed from right over here?
60 feet.
15.
Now I'm talking 15. You
25 by
move-
50 foot line. Oh
Yeah,
shit!
it's big, guys. All right, so I will.
Yeah, they're getting. There's no way that no matter what happens that you can't not hit them. Actually, they're all too
Just hit
close.
So
hit the
yeah,
summon.
I'm going to. She's going to move right over here and be like, "Sorry, Rue," as she pike out forwards. You'll hear with thaumaturgy, an Omidori war drum, and a horn as a legion of soldiers start marching out. 25 by 50 needs to make a DC 16 saving throw.
Okay, what kind?
Intelligence saving throw, DC 16 int, takes 3D.
Intelligent.
Yeah.
Damn.
This isn't great for me. I'll be real with you.
No, I'm hitting only the sprite. So
Yeah.
sorry. Let me go right over here. So she's going
She's
to.
cornering this.
She is going to.
Okay, as long as you are covering half of this thing, it's fine.
Yeah.
So
So
you chose the sprite. Okay.
She's doing like that, basically.
yeah.
Does my sprite make a?
You watch as his blade that had been so far is still just wedged into the stone. All right, he just uses it to prop up the piece of stone slab in front of him, and it diverts the things out of the way from him for the most part, as he succeeds on his saving throw with a clever tactical choice there.
Alright, so this is a very weird thing. Plus.
Only enough the dryad saved.
Yep.
Yeah. So 3d10, it still takes half, so 3d10 necrotic, 3d10 psychic.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to write it up because okay.
As they like, part around the barrier that he just like a little curb stop that like about 4 foot high that he just props up with his blade for a moment that makes them just like veer around him, and they end up harrying him with the cuts on the side, but he doesn't get trampled. He still takes quite a bit of damage out of it as
Okay, you know this.
you roll for half.
All right, well yeah. Either way, it'll just take that much, unless there's.
It
anything-
takes 3d10
Yeah.
plus 3d10.
Well, it's acting a little
Yeah.
bit sassy for me, so I'm going to just do it
Yeah, just roll
separately.
another 3d10.
For that.
Yeah, you
Okay.
just
So
do
There we go.
necrotic, psychic, and
Yeah, so 21 necrotic, 15 psychic.
and then just I'm just gonna pop this up to know when you from one of your spells. Okay, so it's not one
Those
of
are
my
weapon attacks,
spells.
that's a weapon.
But anyways, that was this action. I will bonus action spiritual weapon, see what happens. Oops, not that.
Okay.
His spiritual weapon macro is not working for some reason. I will go to my spells. I feel like an old person scrolling through things right now. Alright, I will... Yeah, I'm gonna just do a second. I'm gonna conserve that right now. Okay, attack. I'm gonna do that 1d8
It's like
after it
7
makes that
psychic.
1d6. So
Thank you.
And then subtract a d6.
Okay. Okay, this will be the minus to it. Oh, 21?
The plus and the bonus canceled, so 21 to hit.
Okay, yep, that's a hit.
Alright,
can't see each
so
other out, that's amazing.
after she does this, throughout as the marching soldiers, the Midori soldiers are out, just start spearing with the pike, you'll see the spiritual weapon version of her jumping on each of their helmets, all of a sudden just do underneath a huge swipe, come across, an upward cut, all spin it around her head to do a cross slice left to right, and then hit a little bit of damage
Alrighty.
for an extra divine strike there, and she will start backpedaling. Okay.
Okay.
And she will use, a bonus action, a hasted action to hide.
The shrubbery.
It's like, okay.
I am the plant.
Bring me your finest shrubbery.
Oh, right.
Of course, if chance says that you can't hide behind that plant.
Okay. I will go hide behind here.
No, it notices you.
I was just like, Then I'll just go.
He's so considerably taller than the shrub that you would have to be an ant to hide behind it.
Lay down now. Okay, she'll try to align herself so she's perfectly, can I hide behind this?
Nope. You're not a small creature, you can't hide behind a medium-sized one.
Okay, well, back to the
Go out
wall.
the door. Alright, back to the wall, yeah.
Back to the wall. Go right there.
Yeah. I mean, if you realistically wanted to hide from where you did that attack, you could have just went out that door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
You want to stay in the room?
actually,
If you're
yeah.
in
Well,
front
number
of
one,
me,
I need
I
to.
can give you bonuses too.
Okay. Yeah, if that's the case. Well, here's the one thing. I need to see what's going on in this room, so. But if
Yeah,
I
hide
need
on
to,
the other side of
Alright,
the
if
where are you going?
I'm going right over here. Right over here.
Okay.
Right over here.
Okay.
Stumbles walking halfway across the map again. Okay, we're good.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is
Right.
I'm right over there. That's where she'll be.
Alright, Babette, you're up.
Now I can see. Okay.
That's a hurt boy.
Actually,
And then that's a real hurt boy behind it.
I will.
Yeah.
My hasted action would be to open that door as I backpedal over there. I'm like, oh, okay. So make a little zigzag, open the door, step right over here.
Oh, this would put me through the moonbeam, right?
You can go around it. You have no room.
I mean, it's just pretty much the same movement, unless the statue's difficult terrain. Or if the shrub's difficult terrain, I wouldn't know.
Um,
Yeah, I just won't get flanking. I wouldn't be able to get. I would be able to. Oh yeah, that was 25.
Yeah. You just,
Yeah.
Just get around it.
Give me that
You're more than-
advantage, baby.
You would need to be having a creature in that space. I with the spirit, so you can't.
Yeah.
Plus-
Okay.
Yep. It's
Yeah.
okay. You still got
Um,
you still got D8 to roll on each of the attacks.
Then she's gonna stay here so she can book it out that door if she needs to.
Hell yeah.
And then bonk bonk.
Bump, bump, bump. Get 3.
What?
I don't think she has 3. She's a rogue still.
Yep. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, first hit.
Go ready for this. Come on.
Plus a D8.
Yeah, plus a d8.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
Then D6.
That'll hit.
No, the d6 was only for the first attack roll on it.
Oh,
Well, I mean, it's more important because
Why is it? That's the incorrect. Oh no, that's the incorrect amount of.
yeah, it didn't add your dex.
Yeah. So that's 4, not 1.
yeah, it's a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, it's a +1 weapon. I just forgot your dex.
Yeah, so you just still, what's your dex modifier? Just add that to it. Okay, so 6. And plus the
2d8.
smite, the holy oil,
Oh,
so
yeah.
extra 2d8.
2d8 radiant.
Yep.
And I don't know
Wow,
how
that's a good
the
roll.
swashbuckler thing works off the top of my head. Would you still get sneak off that?
Well, I get sneak off of it because people are
Give
near.
us that.
anyway.
It's
Oh,
you
yeah.
still get
Yeah.
rogue things. It doesn't change their sneak attack.
Yeah. And
So
you're
sneak.
9th level rogue, so bonk.
Okay, this is a question. If her oil is radiant, will the sneak attack be changed to radiant damage?
No, sneak attack specifies weapon damage, so it's still piercing.
Gotcha.
Because the
Just
weapon
make sure.
piercing.
There. Nice.
And so technically, I don't understand what's happening here. Okay.
Way to hit for the second attack.
So actually,
That'd be 10 damage.
Okay. So, you did
30
6,
damage
and then you
piercing.
did 10. I got it.
Okay.
Just for the total, so yeah.
Yes. And then...
that does not want to get in that moonbeam.
No.
Yeah, it'd be real hard to get into an enemy space because that's normally impossible.
Just
Yeah, I placed it right on them. Like, fit
Mhm.
right perfectly on him.
yeah, and I assume attacking into it doesn't count as
No.
going
No,
into it.
No. You have to start your turn.
Ooh,
Ah,
it is looking really hurt after those
The
things.
movie
That
might kill
radiant
it.
damage,
Yeah,
that
I
radiant
think-
damage and stuff is not something it is a fan of. All right, Babette, anything else on your turn?
Fancy footwork out that fucking door.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Can't take it out. Alright! Bobby!
Well,
Bulby!
All right, Bulby.
Oh my god, Bulby kills him.
Bulby's gonna make 2 slam attacks.
You would have to
Okay.
be slightly over just to not.
no, you can occupy an ally space during a
Oh.
turn. You just can't end your turn in it. So he used flank. Bulby's actually flanking with the spirit.
Bad hits. Oh my god.
Which now remembering that, I guess Bobette could have flanked. My bad.
Volby was there
That's
for
alright.
the dance. He gets a 1d8.
He does.
Okay.
So roll a 1d8. Unless it doesn't matter.
No, he's there for it.
23.
Victory!
All right. Yeah, that's a hit.
15. Oh, that's that roll.
Just- Did you? Okay.
It's a 23 and an 18. And
For
then
attack.
damage for the first.
Yeah, the 18 does not hit. So 10 bludgeoning. Okay. Anything else on Bulby's turn? Staying in that, he's gonna move off to the side there.
Yeah, because you can't be in the same
You can't stay in.
place.
Yeah.
And
All
then
right,
I
perfect.
think that's all Bulby can do.
All right, and then that's gonna bring us.
Oh, I know it's coming.
Oh boy.
Nice, with such hubris, to bite at my heels. I will tear this place to sunders, you insolent fools. As you hear the cracking across the ceiling, cinders start to form, ashen flakes fall across the top, as he summons a meteor swarm into this very room. I got some dice rolling to do, people.
Is
Give me a
that
moment here.
part of this?
Everybody, the range of this is enough to cover pretty much this whole entire floor. If
Right,
you were
and
to
he gets
try
4
and place
meteors
it.
individually too, a meteor swarm, if I remember right. So he
Yeah.
could just choose 4 locations. I'm pretty sure he can hit everybody
Yeah.
with those locations with
Yeah.
that range.
Yeah, he thankfully can't overlap them, so...
Right, so
Well-
instead of having to worry about overlapping, he just says everybody gets hit. Just drop meteor at each area.
Those who started in Zale's
Exactly.
field will get advantage. So,
And of course, the upside, since we're immune to fire right
I
now...
need dex saving throws from everybody.
yeah.
And yes, you are immune to fire, so I'm not going to roll even the fire damage. I'm just going to be rolling for the bludgeoning damage
Yeah.
as blazing orbs break through this entire floor, smashing through the walls and the ceiling. And you watch as like the windows, just from the left and right, from all around, it's like artillery fire from the heavens itself. Just the walls are torn apart. You watch as like the whole room off to the side is just clear in to view. And give me just a moment.
Which, now that I think about it, Moonbeam's at the start of his turn, not the end, is it?
Yes.
So I will
He would have needed to do the save against Moonbeam at the top of his turn. For radiant damage,
Yeah.
I think.
I did it at the
The beginning.
back,
okay.
remember? Yeah, I did it at the
so,
beginning
wait,
of it and
Yeah, roll
calculated
damage.
it
Would
in.
we get advantage on this deck save for those who were in Zale's field?
Yes, you will.
Okay.
Yes.
I think it's a +2 to dex saves, not
Plus two?
advantage.
Okay.
It's advantage.
Yeah.
It's advantage.
No, it's advantage on dex save.
It's
It's an
paid.
advantage on dex checks.
Advantage on
And
Okay.
+2
Plus
to
two?
AC and dex saves,
Gotcha,
I
gotcha.
believe.
Yeah.
Not the case.
No, it's advantage on dex save.
Double check.
Ace.
There we go.
Yeah, I should know. This is my favorite spell. It's advantage. It's always been advantage. That's half cover. I'm talking about.
Advantage on dex save.
+2 bonus to AC. It has advantage on dex saving throws, and it gives
Okay,
an
advantage.
additional.
So did I get
Okay, let's go.
advantage?
Yeah, we all started within
Oh.
haste range.
Yes.
Oh, I'm not doing so well.
It's my
but-
favorite spell. That's what I say.
We'll do
I know this spell.
then.
Give me just a second.
I'll
I'm
take
busy.
my first one, because that was 22.
I'll take my first one because it was 19.
Did Bolby
13.
get that?
Bulby was out in the hallway after busting.
It was out in the hallway, so.
Okay,
no.
cool.
Yeah, just give me a second.
My
Reloading.
dryad's dead.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hanu really wrecked its shit.
Well, I mean, it's not immune to fire damage.
Yeah, it's
too,
not
so
immune to
it's
fire
like-
either, so it would have taken like 20 d10 or whatever the fuck.
Give me just a
Right.
second.
It had
Loading
4
back.
hit points after Hanu, though.
That's
what I meant. It's okay.
Yeah.
It stayed long enough to get advantage on Bulby's attacks, which
And on
Yeah.
Zarman's, which got him a threat.
Mhm.
Yeah. Exactly.
Placement.
woo.
Just give me a second. I'll
Okay.
roll it, just me freaking. It's Foundry. Foundry's not letting me. I have to restart it again because Foundry's not letting me open character sheets.
Yeah, this is gonna fucking hurt.
That's a
I'm
lot of
so
broken rolls.
dexterous, guys. Do you remember at the beginning of the campaign when I beat Zale on a dexterity check?
You beat you. I beat you in the deception check, and you beat me on the dexterity check. It
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
really
Zell
weird. That
almost,
was a weird day.
almost got. Yeah, I mean, Zell almost got flung off a brood and saved his ass, and Zarman's drowning. It was a great day.
Hey. All right,
Aw.
Foundry. Are you not gonna be a piece of shit? Open up my character sheet. Thank you.
Piece of shit.
Natural 20 for Zell.
Hey, nice, good job.
Um, and then Ember.
20d6.
And then,
Oh,
ooh, 13 for Ember.
Still.
I mean, if it makes him feel better, that's the same as Babette. She rolled shit.
Yeah. And then let me just roll the damage. for
Now
the,
think about it. Aren't you proficient in dexterity saves?
Who?
Because you're a rogue, right?
yeah.
Yes,
Uh,
it takes
it should be another
Piece of
+4
shit,
on
my
it.
dude.
Yeah, so that's a 17 for Babette. Never mind.
It gonna be a high DC,
Okay.
y'all. Oh my god.
I made
All
a
right.
22.
So who got above a 23?
What?
Oh.
I think only Zale.
Oh,
I
Only
think
me.
Zale, only
I
Zale.
had
Rue
a
was 1 point off.
22.
oh,
wait, you. Oh.
Wait,
Yeah, Rue got
Okay.
it. Rue.
I
Rue's
I
still
think
close.
Rue did not
Darn
take her
it.
bardic inspiration. No, you did. Your
it's
sprite
it's on
did.
saving throws. You can't apply the saving.
can't-
Oh, you can,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
she
you
didn't
can
do it
apply.
herself.
She can try.
Oh
I
yeah.
did it for Zarman.
Yeah, can't
Yeah,
inspire
but you
you.
can't
Gave him
inspire
the
yourself.
Oh, with the
No,
dance
I
she
can't.
did.
I can't
Oh.
inspire myself. I know that.
Uh,
But I
she-
did for
Damn.
Zarman.
She chose the passion one if she was immune to the fireball earlier.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because you can only
Oh,
use Rue's passion or Zarman's devotion, and for you to be immune to that fireball,
Guys,
you would
am I the
used
only
Rue's
one who made it?
passion.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the only one.
Fuck!
Okay.
The upside
So,
of Rue has evasion, so it's fine.
Yeah, I guess that's caveat to this.
okay.
I am in werewolf form, so I'm taking half of this as well, so a quarter.
Sweet.
All right. Hooey.
Oh man.
You can just delete my dryad. Just delete her.
As the walls are ripped apart, fire sets everything ablaze. Ash rises from the ground, choking you. The fire has licked away harmlessly, and you watch as it blazes in, breaking apart the walls and revealing the rooms around you. A gust of wind going through as well, and the fire turning bright pink until it's nothing more than just this swathing inferno of pink flames licking across the room harmlessly and burning up everything else in its path. The debris causes massive damage as you take 85 points of bludgeoning damage.
Bebe's dead.
How much HP she had?
50 something ish.
She cut it in half though, because you did at least.
You have
like-
evasion.
Yeah.
You actually
Yeah.
might be one of the 2 people left standing still,
Yeah.
but we all have shock, I think, at this point, except maybe Zale.
Yes.
So
Yes,
maybe
you have
20 points.
evasion. And I'd have to roll for shock at this moment.
Yeah, how many points was it again?
5?
It was, give me a second, 85.
Oh
Okay.
my
So-
God.
Half for Zale, too. Yeah.
and in half again because I'm in lacking form, so bludgeon damage. I'm just bludgeon damage, so
So Zale only took like 20 something.
it,
Okay.
So 40. Fuck, guys.
Okay.
Guys.
Wait a second. Wait.
And
Okay.
85.
What?
Ugh.
Oh my God.
So 80. I keep dropping that last number because the music got louder on me at some point. It was 80 something, right?
85.
85.
Okay.
So Zell took 21. Which.
Yep. I don't know if I can make that con save because that's a 40 DC con save for holding that shield of faith. Try, damn it.
Hey, Big
Try.
Baddie takes 5 cold damage for my armor.
okay.
Oh, okay. So,
Oh wait, no,
Okay.
that's only if he hits me with a melee attack. Never mind, he's
So
fine.
I
Fuck
need con saving throws for any person who that damage was equal to or greater than half its hit point maximum.
Okay.
I will do the roll for shock with that bardic inspiration, thankfully. 20 for his armor.
I'm so scared to roll this, you guys. I'm just looking at the button. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just staring at it.
I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna burn. Now's fucking time.
oh yeah, no, I did. December Empress fucking
Do I
Soul.
channel divinity for myself?
Shocking me bad. Shocking
Yeah.
put you 0 flat
I
out.
don't know that DC. It might be a really high DC though, so that's why.
I mean, you do you.
Yeah. Yeah.
The DC is a DC 15. It always
15.
is
Oh,
for System
okay.
Shock.
Okay.
So,
Well, we'll see.
if you fail the DC 15,
Continue. How does Rue isn't? So Babette, what was your
Rue,
answer?
you have to roll a D10. And Babette is unconscious. She is out. Looking
Well,
across into the
investigation
room
didn't
through the
happen,
smoke,
so she was still up.
you
Well,
look
she-
across the room. You look across the room in her direction, expecting her agility to have managed to make her go. And in there, amongst the debris, buried underneath rubble, you see a creature that is not quite Babette. Pale, long limbs, and a strange bulbous head, small in stature.
What?
And we will get to that.
Oh, what?
I rolled a 10.
With a 10, that is, let's look at the table, you're knocked prone. Okay, so that's like the least
I
worst
get
of all of the
knocked
things
down,
on there.
But I get up again.
Okay.
No, you're never gonna.
So Ember needs to have his being rolled.
Yeah, no, it's a
Yes,
con save,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ember failed.
Oh! D10,
Okay,
right?
and that D10.
Kevin,
Okay.
this isn't a positive situation, okay?
Oh, he also rolled a
Oh,
false friend.
he also rolled a 10!
Alright. Okay.
Yeah, so Babette
Nice.
really didn't have like 70 HP.
Yeah, it's like,
And I'll assume that protection from evil and good, and also
Yeah.
shield of faith dropped because that hurt.
Bulby got a 22.
Bulby does not go into shock.
Bulby's
Okay.
in protect mode.
So, as many of you are knocked prone, several of you are now laying out unconscious, and the walls themselves have been ripped open. You feel the gust of wind going through and the shock ringing through your ears. As at the top of the round, the doors open and smoke flies through. Ah, sweet illusions. And as soon as they step through, time itself stops. The embers in the air catch in front of you. Your eyes dart around, moving, but your bodies are stuck. It would appear that you're worthy of being my right hand in more ways than one, dear paradoxes. You see, I designed this illusion to test your mettle. Color me impressed. You watch as this figure, dressed in blue, top hat on her head, goggles a little askew on it, blonde hair frazzled behind her in tangled weaves, brings it off and does a low bow into the room. She parades, looking curiously at Ember as she does, and then walks over to Rue, and she looks at you with these big, bright blue eyes, impossibly wide.
Rue has tears streaming down her face.
You see, as behind her, lumbering in, the sound of something creaking, and you hear the weight of it, but you see nothing, and you can feel something passing by, as suddenly the figure of Belle animates. And you watch as it flickers away, and standing in his place, where moments before had been the Demon Bell, as the familiar robot of Sir Richard Gearington. His voice says, Emmy, I'm really thinking that dinner would have sufficed it. She's been laughing this entire time, at which point her cackle just kind of bleeds into insanity, and she... No! You shall call me Creatress, otherwise known as the enemy of Doc Seneschal. The demiurge of this devil's workshop, anarchy incarnate, and the Archon buffeted by the passions of chaos. You know me as the Arvalian alchemist. And suddenly, the illusions of everything drifts back. You watch the walls reform. Everything reassembles back into its place. In fact, you look down at your injuries and realize there's no injuries there at all. Other than one person still laying unconscious on the floor. Not looking quite like themselves.
Are we free?
I have lost too many people in this war. And it is always because of trusting. Isn't that right, Sir Gearington? He just... I really think this would have been better over dinner. Oh, yes. Dinner. Exactly the type of social etiquette place that assassins like to plot. Did you know that you had a spy in your midst? Oh, yes. Wither before the perceptive power that is only held by the Arvalian alchemist. The power to see a traitor in your midst. As she points to the strange figure laying on the ground. This is not Babette's changeling form. It's small and grayish of skin. Its head is oversized and its eyes are bulbously large. It is still unconscious.
Are we unfrozen from times?
You are unfrozen as soon as everything goes back into its place, but not a moment before the last fiber of dust resettles itself back onto the bookshelf.
Is she still
And then at the very
standing
last
next to
moment,
Rue?
at this point in time, she's walked clear into the middle of the room. I will place her there in just a second. Give me a moment.
Can I just move my token into the room so I can see what's going on?
Yeah. Throughout that
Yes,
whole
we are out of initiative.
Throughout that whole exchange, she has been like forcing herself to move in this frozen time space. So when time resumes, she kind of stumbles forwards a little bit. She just does a sly glance over to this lady. I don't care who they are; they deserve to be stabilized. And she will go there.
Oh yes, the better way to question them, of course.
Rue grabs the shirt sleeve of the alchemist. I don't say this often. Just shut up for 1 second, please.
Give me a persuasion check.
Her face is just streaming with tears.
Damn!
28.
My friends aren't toys for you to play with.
Oh, no. Your friends believe they're soldiers.
My friends were protecting each other from you, apparently. So just shush.
If you think that I should feel sorry for waking you to the realities of the war you've stepped in, the war that brave Albion has stepped in, then color me
War we never
unimpressed.
asked for. But we're
Well,
here.
she gives a bow and points towards the room where the fireplace was. You knew the exit. You learned it. You chose to turn around.
Maybe you should listen to your robot, and dinner would have been better. Apparently that's the intelligent one here. And she's gonna walk away and go over to Babette. She's just crying and furious and got the drips coming out of her nose and stuff.
Does 9 healing do anything to this figure in front of us?
Healing it? Yeah.
Alright. Just looking to see what's up with Babette's form.
If it is. You said the injuries never happened because we're good, right?
Yeah, your health is all restored.
Yeah, so...
Zell will untransfer.
Wait, the health or is the resources expended?
You know, your resources have been expended, but
Okay.
your health is all back. She is still unconscious on the floor.
Right. Okay. So healing doesn't really work with her, right?
With who?
Oh, with Babette.
Babette.
Why wouldn't it?
So...
I just said it did.
It did?
So,
okay.
yeah.
Is her...
Yeah.
What's her form doing? Back to changeling thing, or is it still this bulbous figure?
Once awake, immediately back to the typical human form.
And you see its eyes blink open. And instantly, as it looks at your faces, you watch as Babette suddenly springs to her feet and bolts right past you. Anybody gonna try and stop her?
I am.
We would get the opportunity attack thing, so I would do a
I'm gonna just
opportunity
cast.
attack with
I'm
you.
gonna put my hand. No, I'm gonna put my hand on Zarma and cast Charm Person.
Oh, fuck.
No,
On you.
I'm stopping him from hitting it. Because
Yeah.
it wouldn't be any good if we started punching it.
I would have done long lethal, but you know.
So if you're trying to stop Zarman from hitting them by casting Charm Person,
No, I'm
and
putting
it's
my
running
hand on
past, what to do?
Zarman and casting Charm Person on the bulbous.
Yeah, she's not trying to trouble
Gotcha.
us, but basically.
Because
we're
if it
being-
thinks we're being antagonistic in any form, it won't work.
Exactly. So, wisdom saving throw.
Go ahead and roll a wisdom save.
Nope.
Come back!
Give me just a second.
Yeah, regards you as a friendly acquaintance under the spell.
Give me just a moment. Alright. And it continues running, seemingly immune
yeah.
to being charmed.
Alright,
Oh,
I'm gonna tackle this
fuck.
one.
And
Well,
as
it's
you
already
did that, yeah, it passed from that. Zarman was stopped, and you were not trying to attack it because you took the nod from Rue stopping Zarman. So it's gotten a head start. You see it running down. I'll say at this point in time, Zale, you would have an opportunity to try to cut them off as you see them heading towards the teleportation room. You get a feeling that they're getting ready to bolt.
Yep.
So you could try something as they kind of get into like range to try and stop them from getting away.
How much you healed her?
It was 9.
It was like, yeah, it was like 9.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Magnified Gravity right on top of her.
Okay.
I will cast it at 2nd level.
Okay, and it needs to make a what save?
On save.
Ah.
She's
Come on. I will roll this.
Okay.
At this point, it's not about that, so chance to get it.
Yeah.
Alright, it failed.
Alright, so it takes
Yeah, damage and half movement, right?
takes 12 damage, so it should be knocked out.
Okay, yeah, you watch as it collapses underneath the weight of it and falls unconscious.
Take Zarman with me to the teleportation room.
It stopped over here, so it kind of just. He wouldn't do it on her, but that was just me placing it down. But he just kind of like looks. Does it revert back to that bulbous vein and now I'm knocked unconscious again?
No, it's still retaining its form.
Gotcha. So
The Babette
So-
form.
I will do detect evil and good to see what this is.
Checking it, it seems to be normal. As she catches you catching magic, she goes, "You don't know what it is, do you? Well, I could tell you."
please, am I in this? So it's fun. That's what I was just curious.
I suppose it's somewhat fitting that it chose Babette, her being a changeling and all. After all, some say that changelings are descended from doppelgangers. And that's exactly what that creature is.
Huh.
Not from your world, not from mine either.
So,
Do you know from where?
Oh, I'm set in somewhere dark and dubious, or perhaps strangely alien and sterile.
So what happened to the original event?
Well, I'm certain that's something we'll want to ask.
Leave it unconscious, guys.
yeah, she
Just make it
has
stable.
a bunch of rope that she just tosses out. Just get them suited up.
When Zelf did that, he was very much kind of like still looking at like Avelian.
I should inform you, by the way, that while you were quite impressive in this fight, it was a mere simulation. I have not been able to observe too much of the behavior and methodology of this bell. Only what I've managed to gather in the last couple of weeks since Pridwin approached me.
Quite impressive. No wonder. Only the most astute minds.
I was certainly curious when the most elusive mage in the world, the boy wizard himself, gave me the ability to look inside of his abode. Why allow me access? And then, suddenly one day something very interesting happens. Bell, and the devil himself, and there, you. So of course, when Brave Albion reached out, I had an understanding of why they might.
Very much.
You only reach out to the Orvalian alchemist if you desperately need it. Everybody knows I'm mad.
Well,
Oh,
do have to be quite mad to try to change the world. Welcome to the club.
You certainly give me a run for my money. Honestly, I would have escaped. But, of course, there is something to be said about bravery. Those willing to sacrifice themselves on the front lines. Like Richard, Claudia, D'Artagnan. She looks forlorn and stares off into the distance for a moment. The robot shuffles up behind her and says, "Well, there is still dinner." And as he makes that statement, we are going to take a break.
Oh boy.
We level 10?
And you are level 10.
You saw him at level 10,
No.
so I mean,
Well, look at this sneaky sneak over
Alright,
here,
you
Rachel.
cuck.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I have a meme for
Rachel?
this, guys.
Oh my god! What
I
the
have
fuck?
a meme for this.
yeah, I mean, this could have happened multiple times. Is the worst part.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're
there's a few things. It's all like, was it Griffin's Perch? Was it
Yes.
was it 83?
Right.
Since it it was said to be in a different world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we
I
don't
mean,
know.
83 is definitely the best bet, honestly. But what the fuck?
Yeah. I
I've
was
been-
What makes me
starting to
question
notice the
because if it was 83, she would have come back at that moment a little bit more insane. Plus, that thing would have followed us, so it would have been popping up wherever Cal was. So there would have been two Bobettes if it was 83.
Let's look at some
Unless she was
spells.
thrown out
Let's
of this
look at
fucking thing and
spells.
Bobette's dead somewhere.
Or maybe the doppelganger was the friends we made along the way this
Right?
whole time.
Right?
Oh my god.
I think friendship's
Yeah, I
only
mean,
gonna come
there's
out
a
of this.
few spots where it could have been.
So next
That's the
time
worst
we need to constantly just put this moonbeam on Vivek at you. Burn!
Yeah, Moonbeam
No.
is like the only spell that can change shapeshifters,
If
which I
that
mean,
is your
was
real
that
name.
shapeshifting on the fucking. God, I have so many questions, but that's later.
Mike, I was really curious why you weren't like seeing the mechanical stuff multiple times. Her like
I
stats and
know.
everything were all changed. So there's like
Yeah.
her dex wasn't
I thought
I
it was
know,
gonna
Mike
be
would
you
totally be the first one
forever.
to
I
say
mean, the
something.
problem. I mean, to be fair, the sheet was fucked up. I could believe
Mhm.
because we changed sheets again.
Yeah.
Well, the main thing that gave it away is that she didn't have 18 dex before. She didn't have
Also, her
16.
Yeah,
persuasion
yeah.
were off.
I
That,
thought she
yeah.
rewrote stats or something, and something
No.
else,
I
I don't
didn't
know why.
want to say anything because I'm like, I'm pretty sure Babette has like 16, but okay.
Yep. I know I know Sapphire was starting to get it.
I
got
was like, I'm
last
gonna need a
week.
charmed bitches.
This is what I was
Oh.
really hoping I could do to like really
go.
fucking give it away.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Was this?
Yep. I knew last weekend.
Yeah.
Because
I was
as
like,
soon as
"This
I
will be
had a
up."
+4 to my persuasion, everyone would have been like, "Bitch, what's up?"
What
Yeah,
you
so
doing?
you're
Who's
de-
done that?
Your dex for me gave me away, especially like her initiative, because she never changed her initiative. Remember last fight?
Yep.
Well,
Mike.
I did think that that was a little
to
bit
be fair,
weird,
a lot
but-
of her facing. Yeah, I mean, it was. I didn't think much of that because she had her sheet unconfigured. The +4 is where I should have
Well,
noticed.
no, the other thing I'm like, because it was an update thing, I'm like, okay, but that sheet got just messed up in general. But there, yeah, that +4, I'm like, what are you
The
up to?
+4 I should have thought about it, but I'm like, fuck, I don't care.
What are you up to, Rachel? What's going on? Did you level up right now? That's not supposed to be it.
I mean, I leveled up actual Babette before.
Okay.
Yeah, very much like when the doppelganger was running away, Zell was just still like looking at the Valley Alchemist and kind of like at the side glance, like snapped his fingers and lips appeared and stopped it, and just like he was just like, oh man, Zell's in the
I'll be right
mood.
back.
Zell's in the mood right now.
I mean, to be fair,
And then when she's like, I get to reveal a weakness to their group while simultaneously testing my simulation program.
Yeah.
Which is also going to be a highlight of this, is Sir Richard Gearington can possess that robot. And by the way, you guys actually did less damage to the robot than you did to the construct, which is why I was tracking the damages separately, because
Yeah,
the robot has a far more damage immunities than it does. And it wasn't vulnerable to radiant, so like the Bell thing was always at risk of being, even though the robot has less health, it has far greater
It
condition.
wouldn't be like fucking 100 or something damage Armor did with the Radiant.
800.
Yeah, it ended up having, the robot is currently at 205 HP, and Bell is like fucking like at like death's door almost. All right.
Yeah, I mean he was
Or
on that last
he
corner.
was. Yeah, exactly. He wasn't gonna make it another round, right? And his fireballs wasn't going to do anything, and his tactical edge wasn't going to do anything, right? So it's simulation over at that point, all right? It's just...
Right, she just saw that we encountered Bell, so...
Yep, exactly. And also, you just didn't run away, too, you know? That was other things, too. Like, depending on how you, like, if you just, like, didn't run or approach it and shit. Again, she's fucking nuts, all right? So, yeah... If anything, getting the reaction out of Rue in her mind was only just like, see, I truly am a mad artificer.
And Rue's totally
I'm
giving Zarman the
insane.
look of, this feels weirdly familiar. You know, any other cackling bitches?
Yeah. Man, so...
Your place in there really has colored your language, hasn't it?
Zell's definitely in a particular mood right now. On top of really, also just like he wasn't gonna say anything because he knows you guys, but he was already being like, "No, leave the thing unconscious." He was. That's why he was not even like moving fast towards her.
Do I
and
get
when he,
magical secrets? Sorry, keep going.
He gave magical secrets, yeah.
Yeah, you hit.
And that's why. And that's why when the doppelganger was running away, he didn't even like really turn. He just snapped his fingers and crushed it.
Well, the other thing is, when we played that one shot, we learned a little bit of wonky stuff. So I'm like, I gotta kick that out of my mind and be like, I don't fucking know what this is, but I'm a healer.
Exactly.
Then my Hippocratic oath.
Yeah, no. Remember,
Why do you think I wanted to play that one shot again?
Right? But yeah, Zell's just, he's in a particular mood right now. He's...
I mean, to be fair, he was like highly fucking Snoopy going into people's shit and all that, so I mean, to now
he
this,
was right.
I mean...
He was right! He was right to be Snoopy! That's what he was right to be Snoopy!
I mean, kind of right? I mean, the problem is that would have happened regardless. I guess you did get something out of it personally, Zarmer didn't. He felt wrong the entire time.
I'm pretty sure in her mind she's like, I'm worthy to be snooped on. She's flattered now at this point.
Man, there was a secret hidden chest that was only capable of being seen through investigation and looking for invisible things, and in it had gear that was particularly tailored for the exact encounter you were going into.
Yeah.
That was sort of like the first clue that this was like...
It was oddly suspicious.
Yes, exactly.
And of course, an option to get out.
Yes,
so
exactly.
like, okay.
That's why
it's just
in
too
my
much shit
head,
in this room. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's why in my head it was just where Zell's head at the moment, because he's intelligent enough. He's like, okay, this is even more funkier than what I thought, but let's just deal with this matter at hand, and then we'll solve it. Oh, it was all illusion. Right. He's just like,
right, and also when Rue was doing the freak out,
partially an illusion.
Right, while Rue was doing the freak out, shit.
It actually knocked... I mean, somebody was clearly unconscious from it. As far as you could tell, this wasn't like a mere illusion. Her using the word illusion is almost like way simplifying it. Yes, exactly. Like, you know that you were actually expending resources, so there's clearly a combination of enchantment and illusion magic and conjuration all going into this. You were actually like fighting a robot physically, right? So like, and it can't provide like immunities it doesn't have, right? So like it's thankfully like designed to have like, you know, essentially, if you want to know how I built this thing, is you know that thing, the mighty servant of Luke Ko, all right?
Yes.
That is the base template that is underneath it, and then it can emulate creatures of any CR that she spent having her
Watching,
little
yeah.
drones study for periods of time.
Oh, I get it. Okay, I got you.
Even up to creatures as powerful as a CR freaking, because its strength is really, really dumb. You know, it actually has higher strength. It had to lower its strength stat to be able to. It just can't. Yeah, it just can't supersede it, right? But you know, she can like use conjuration magic and other things to emulate the abilities of various stuff, which she's about to walk you through how she does this. So essentially, she's teaching you that with proper recon, you guys can mock battle all of your bosses before you actually have to battle them.
Like, Zill's very much interested in this.
Just again, like the robot said, maybe dinner would have sufficed to explain this. But she was also, there's a spy in their group, and I'm not going to arm them with information about how my stuff works, right? So she wanted them removed before she explains how this works, right? And also, yeah, she just got to play with. She literally was told by, as she revealed there, she was told by Pridwin, like a couple of weeks ago, which is before he had his tongue ripped out. You know,
and then she could watch all that happen, and also
exactly
get good data on all of them.
Yep, exactly.
Oh man, oh man, oh man.
So really, it's Pridwin who's to blame at the end of the day for this, because he knew what was going to happen.
He just enabled her.
I'm gonna love my training with him. It's gonna be great. If this is the result of one, this is gonna be great for my training. I'm gonna enjoy my training, guys. Oh.
We're all just staring.
This is something that you prep someone, and then like they start the morning with this. I just went with the duel through the queen today, and I was expecting a nice dinner. And an immediate.
We're just looking to the distance now. The Ko family's issues seem so much more easier to wrap our minds around. Looking at the situation. Gotcha. Wow.
That's what he's just like. He's like that. And immediately a crit was brought up. Was like, oh. That makes fucking sense. That makes sense now of all of this.
It's a good thing Eliza wasn't here for this, hey?
She would have.
Oh man, Eliza would have freaking spitting fire.
Yeah. If Eliza had been here, she might have been able to see through a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times was hit.
Yeah, there would have been like a
attack when I was in the rug.
Oh man, fucking Crit is gonna be fun. God, I'm like scared of what the training's gonna be, man.
Fucking meteor swarm. We have that to look forward to. On the upside, Zarman has meta magic now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have to pick a second level spell.
I mean, this is all good later anyways for me, but
it would be Brooklyn, yes. But we're setting up teleportation circles all over this bitch, so the part that's hard about it is I mean, if you picked it up, nobody else would have to, and you know, we could buy scrolls of that anyway if you didn't want to have it on your list.
Yeah, don't worry about teleportation circle.
We're gonna eventually have teleportation covered, so
yeah, don't worry about teleportation circle.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason why you pick it up is if we were somewhere else and you wanted to teleport without us in range of them.
Yeah, and Zell's got it.
Okay, sounds like Zell's got it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Teleportation circle, and don't worry about travel. Travel very soon here. I'll be able to do.
Thanks, guys. I just wanted to make sure I didn't. There's things that I forget about or miss, but if I wasn't gonna get that, I was thinking about getting Modify Memory.
Ooh, fuck yes. That
because my
That's
deception and persuasion are both my like double expertise shit.
Get it. Oh, remember, you get expertise as well at this level as well. You get 2 more.
Really? Really?
Yep.
Really?
Or-
Oh my
no.
goodness, this is so exciting. Oh, and I got Bigby's hand and Wall of Force
Hell yeah!
with my magical cigarettes.
Hell
Plus,
I feel like Wall of Force is very much how she felt about this whole like
yeah.
like battle. She was just like, what if I could have just like put up a fucking wall and been like, no. I don't want this.
Okay, let's switch to the spells now. What's a good second level spell? I got another good second level spell.
I only have 2, so don't ask me. Baby hand, Wall of Force, and then I'm thinking Mortify Memory.
Just for now. It's gonna change later, but
I mean,
Mortify.
you probably have mirror image already.
And it's just blur for fortune, right?
Perfect. And now I have to
Invisibility is
do
also
Libby.
good off the head.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun. What would Libby be learning right now?
Everything.
She's still level 8 on this sheet.
Huh.
God, you have a minute to upgrade her too.
Invisibility, that's
Oh wait, I didn't finish
visibility.
room.
Chicken and I like spell DC say thing?
how do? Oh, wait a second. I'm just like, how do I add my monk? And I have to go to this one to go update the monk level.
My intelligence is 15 now.
Okay,
Well,
Zarman.
it's been 15.
HP,
but
1
okay.
sorcery point. I can now use darkness and have Eye of the Dark with it always prepped, and I have a special use for darkness. I'm a commit to quick and
Should I
spell
just get
subtle.
intimidation?
Hell yeah. Hell
I
yeah.
mean, that was the first time Rue lashed out at somebody in a weird way, so I mean.
Hell yeah.
Rue did not like her friends being toyed with like that, and it was too much of a Libby moment of like remembering Libby playing with you guys that it hit a little too close to home. Sorry. But she did say please.
That's what.
Wait, I get 2 more?
How does spider climb sound like?
I mean, that's pretty good. You want to stick
Sounds like
walls
it'd
and
be
shit,
a
I mean.
total Zale thing.
Yeah, I was thinking like spider climb could make you really
Yeah,
hard.
that's a good use. Yeah.
And that makes me so it can even like be in weird angles for my stuff. Oh my god, in the future when I get my stuff all back, I can spider climb up buzz up and hit them in the slow. That'd be funny.
I just went from a +4 in Arcana to a +10.
Damn.
Nice.
I kind of thought about it. I was like, earlier we didn't really have that many Arcana boys, you know. And I am like, kind of a spellcaster, you know.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
So,
it's good because we could just double team and then give me advantage.
Yeah, I mean, if
double
Jack was in
team.
the party, it wouldn't have been as bad, but you know, now that Rue is here and all that, fuck up.
Yeah, I mean I still have a high arcane check, which plus 12.
Rue is
but
a very smart.
I will
cookie,
always
guys.
take extra help
Okay,
with that.
she's a very smart cookie.
So it's between invisibility, spider climb, and warding point.
What's Libby gonna get?
It's my thought process on this.
I'm thinking...
Alter the concentration. I'm just trying to think.
Thinking Libby's stealth is gonna go up. And Libby's performance.
Or should I get Anxier's Scorcher, just another like spell DC save for more damage, for more like area damage.
How do I level up in Bard? I always forget this.
I got my key, y'all. I got it.
Yeah, I'll pick up invisibility. It's okay, and I'll have another second level when my shit
Okay,
happens, so. pick up invisibility for it now.
Woo, magical darkness. So if I really needed to box somebody and don't really want anybody else to interfere, including party members, yay.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up invisibility for right now. I can just get that. Again, I don't know if my things are.
I can always turn you invisible.
I mean, considering
that too.
how big our party is, it might be
Yeah.
good for us to like cover all of it.
Mhm.
For right now,
Makes sense.
until we figure out.
I could change them. Don't worry. I could change my spells for second level.
Yeah, so
No,
A
take
lot of
what
my
you
stuff
want.
is gonna change. No, a lot of my stuff is gonna change anyway. So like, and it's gonna be after his arm and stuff. So like, if I need to change some things around, I'll change some things around. I'm gonna get basically three more levels of artifacts dropping my blood.
yeah, so he has time to think.
Yeah, I have time to think what I want. And I can switch them out. So yeah, don't worry about it. I was getting visibility for it now. It's just easy for it now.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, switching out freaking butter for a scorch. Yeah. Switching out Dustwalk, because Dustwalk is fucking useless for chromatic orb.
Yeah, it requires darkness stuff.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm like. You know what? I'm just getting chromatic orb. Fuck it. Give me the different damage types.
We have a scrying thing already, right?
Yeah, we have a scrying, since whatever thing. We have a we have a scrying orb, and then we have the thing to use for scrying in general. With the
I mean, just
yeah.
I was to say, just think about this. For you, Brooklyn, you can use from any spell list for magical secrets.
Yeah.
So
That's true. I have to pick out 2 5th level spells that are barred for Libby because she's at 8.
Yeah.
And then I have to do the 2 for that.
Yeah, so so the scrying orb that we did buy from Suntown, it isn't like the best one there, so you do need to make like a DC 15 save, a wisdom save, but you can, it has true seeing on it, so 120 feet from the sensor itself, you can have true sight, so just tune that on whenever you wanna like scry things. So we got scrying covered. Don't worry about that.
Cool. What's this?
You could pick up some slash.
I'm gonna pick up Mislead. For
Ooh,
Libby.
That's a good one. I was thinking of freaking your magical secrets as well. You could pick up fucking tons of things.
Mislead. Or one of her 5th levels. And then...
Have to do infestation, plague and sick plague. Wow.
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 I'm gonna relax. Lay down.
So my
Holy weapon.
What?
She could pick up holy
Just
weapon.
holy weapon.
Oh yeah.
Or she could have a celestial that she can just be a friend in.
Or yeah, she could do something.
Legend lore. That was the
That was the other one.
Yep.
needed. That's
Yep.
what you guys wanted.
Yep.
I got that.
Legend lore for my fucking curse shit. Yeah.
Do legend lore on Lib.
Lib knows all the shit in the internet. She just looks it up. Oh, I wicked that one. I know what's up.
What is gonna be her magical snake rat?
I also get an arc at this point. Yeah, and I got 3 guys. Woo.
I'm looking through druid spells for you. Any off chance any of them seem Fey-like?
Banishment. Banish.
Yeah. Go in the timeout corner.
Libby doesn't want to fuck with you right now.
Hell yeah.
We're busy, bitch. We're busy.
D8 class is it's +3 con. It's 5 +3, right?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, so sells out 120.
And the magical secrets can be any level, right?
Yes, it can be any level.
Any level that you can cast or lower. It's just once you
Yeah.
pick the spells, you cannot change them out later. Unless you want to change them out for
She
bard
can change
spells.
them out with Tasha's.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, Tasha's optional features now do that. Remember correctly. Just real quick. I know what that's for Warlock can do it now. No. It's Warlock, I'm stupid enough.
You know what I love is that Libby mostly does necrotic damage, but it's like the one of two things that Rue is like kind of resistant to. Almost said immune, but she's resistant to it, so Mike sucks.
That's amazing.
Empiric touch.
Ooh, I also get another third level spell slot, which doesn't really matter, but for now it matters. Not 4 and 3, hell yeah.
I'm just trying to think of spells that would be interesting. Aura Life isn't terrible. Especially if you want to keep her central, but I don't know if you'd want to do that.
Ember has it.
Yeah, I mean, multiple people with it's pretty good. What else is there? You want to have Death Ward on Ryu?
Oh, that'd be smart.
It gives an action to where, you know, any instant kill move, or if somebody got dropped to 0 HP, they just drop to 1 instead, and that spell lasts for 8 hours.
Yeah, we can apply
So you can
that.
just real hard.
on
And it would save
multiple
Honey some slots, too.
Just like,
What else
What's
exists?
my undying friend inspo? Yeah, Brooklyn. At 6th level, the soul of a phoenix lives within you, and you will not succumb to death. When a creature within 60 feet of you makes a successful death saving throw, you can spend 1 usage of Bardic Inspiration as a reaction. That creature immediately stands up and gains hit points equal to the Bardic die plus your Bard level. So people don't feel like you have to bring people up. If they're
You can
doing
reaction if they succeed at that
saving throw. So long as they make 1 successful one, I can do this and bring them up as a reaction. And this is just part of my bard shit.
hell yeah.
That's awesome. That's a freaking Death Ward right there in itself, honestly.
Yeah.
So don't even worry about Death Ward then. I would say.
I was like, this sounds a lot like what I just read I could do again earlier. Web. What's web?
That's a lower level one, I think.
Web's still freaking awesome.
Still good spell, though.
Yeah.
I think there is like items that have that though. I don't know if it's attunement though. Wand of Webs.
It's a team.
Oh, okay.
I know that one.
You can do tree stride.
Yeah, I saw
that's
Tree Stride, that would be funny.
Yeah, walk.
That would be.
Yeah, Tree Stride, actually, if you stuck with the face aesthetic, I mean.
Yeah, and I could teleport the whole group.
Nature, guys. Oh no, Tree Stride. Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh
I can
my
teleport to
god.
any tree that we know. So you can. So the atrium full of trees and everything, we can. Once you can just gotta touch another tree that teleports back to the atrium. Or any other tree you've seen.
Or maybe I'm thinking transport via plants.
Yeah, that's what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Tree Stride is just a
that's
thing
what
where
you
you can move between trees.
Yay.
Oh,
It's not
that's
a thematic one, but, you know, it's most useful if you're in an arena full of trees.
Yeah, that might not be
Memorial.
full. I mean,
Dispel Evil and Good also isn't bad.
yeah. There's options. There's
Where
a lot of
go? Okay, have fun, be safe. See you soon.
options.
Just because I find it funny, Dream's also a spell.
Dream is one I can get from being a bard, though.
Oh, that's fair.
I'm looking more for Libby right now, so if you see anything that's
Libby.
like dark, shadowy.
Compendium.
I know, I was kind of
Listen,
wanting to go
Dark
through there.
Empowerment it's just basically you grow. It's in a large thing. You do extra force damage. I think you can attack twice. Well, I will pop that up on.
Not twice.
Negative energy is also good.
Here, I'll pop. I have Dark
Every
Empowerment on her sheet, so I haven't used it though. I wanna.
It's
Where's
a
the
you get
compendium?
resistant
There it
to
is.
pretty much physical damage, and you get DA up.
Alexa, shut
self-heal.
up.
Oh,
That's funny. Anti-life shell would also be a fun one for Libby, considering she has undead shit, which the spell doesn't affect anyway. So it's a good self-heal, and of course it just says life can't enter that area from you. So
yeah. Anti-life share is a really good one.
Okay, never mind. You get you get here temporary hit points.
Plus your plus
So hero.
And that's
Heroism.
that's one thing I was looking at for.
oh god, I just found something even worse. Danse Macabre.
Oh, yeah.
That Xanathar spell that raises 5 undead bodies around you.
Oh, that's a fucking.
And then you can use your bonus action to command each creature. So you use your action to summon 5 undead, then bonus action tell them to maul bitches. But to be fair, it's only zombies
What
and
is
skeletons.
it?
So, Danse Macabre. I'll spell it out for you.
Danse Macabre. I'm gonna have to like type that.
Oh god,
shit
that
in, aren't I?
Macabre. Shit, I forgot the because fucking my keyboard's ass.
Dance
No.
macabre.
Dance macabre.
Thank
So
you.
macabre.
I'm like, I don't know my pronunciations. It's fine. Dance Macabre.
Dance
No,
Agla.
I'll let Ember do his thing. Yeah, and I'll let just Empress mess with this. You can update it when his computer's fixed.
There was a very, very long period of time where I thought it was pronounced, fucking, what was it? How did I used to think it was pronounced? It was,
McCabe.
no, it was worse. It was macabre. That's how I thought it was pronounced.
Dude, I like that better. I like that better. Dance
Wow,
Macabre.
that's so macabre of you.
No,
I
macabre
thought it was
sounds
like
the name
massacre,
that a
you know?
suburban soccer
Yeah.
mom would name their child.
Oh my god, that's
Macabre? Oh,
Yeah,
God.
Macabre.
This is
Macabre, come here.
and Haley, but spelt with
Oh
like
my
a C-I-G-H.
She got named Haley.
Oh.
Oh no.
Macabre, Tyler, Haley, Kaylee,
Oh, the boys.
God.
Jessica,
And
but
John.
spelled with a Y-C-K-A.
Okay, guys, we got 3 minutes, and then we're gonna
Okay.
jump back in.
Yeah,
Just let y'all.
You're making me nauseous.
Okay, we're good.
Okay, the only 2 things I need to set in is quick and spell and subtle spell. Perfect.
What compendium or whatever is that in?
It's in Xanath.
Danse Macabre.
Yeah, it's in Xanathar's. I don't know if it's on Chance's thing now.
I think most of them are.
It's on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, good old Xanathar spell.
Can't wait to make you guys carry a bunch of corpses with us all the time.
Lib just needs to request a portable hole.
Yeah.
Portable corpses. Oh my god, that's morbid.
Lib just needs to make her bodies on site, okay? Because nobody's storing that stuff, okay?
Yeah,
It's unethical.
Exactly. It's so unethical.
Listen,
That's
And
what
then-
I say.
I'll put my
in some
unethical
places.
character down. Support her in the ways that she needs it. She didn't
No.
ask for all this zombie magic. It's just easier than all the other kind.
Well, I mean, I think we're just trying to be a good influence on her, not
Fuck
because
you.
of course
I can't
it's
help
got
it that I like to play with dead things.
Alright, listen, you need to learn how to enjoy the living more.
The living? Talk back!
The living also protects you.
My zombies will protect us all!
Yeah, dead things.
God, expendable, unlike the living. I see the ethics in this. Get on board!
Like you're frozen, like just like you're frozen two on the table.
I'm now gonna name all of those zombies the names that Rachel just said, and they're spelled that exact way.
Oh my lord.
So when I raise 5 of them, this is Macabre.
Oh my god.
This is Jessica.
Macabre.
Macabre.
This is
Jessica.
Macaburgy.
Haley.
Macaburgundy.
We now dress
The
him in red.
worst.
It's the worst. Alright.
Why did I tell you this information?
Hold on.
Hanging out with a bunch of goody two-shoes. My character doesn't get to have any fun.
Alright.
All I'm saying is a portable hole and try to shove bodies in it while we aren't looking. Look over there!
You can
Rise
watch
Assumption.
if you want.
Oh god, why did he spell them out? God, I hate it.
That's great.
Thank you. I'm gonna copy and paste that to my character sheet.
Hell yeah.
Alright, give me a moment. I'll be right back. I need to get.
Yeah. I'm just gonna get back in character.
Oh, this says pact magic. Delete.
You're warrior. No,
is
that's
someone
your
trying to make a pact with me? Oh my god.
Rue
I
made a pact. Rue made a pact with the unicorn. Remember?
Well, I know that, but Libby didn't.
Okay, I don't know why it's on
When I
her
put
sheet.
the spell in there, it says it's under pact magic.
Oh, yeah, it's under Pac-Man, but it doesn't matter. Bard says click it from anywhere.
And what spell do I cast this at, though?
It's a 5th level one.
Using a 6th level or higher, so it's one of my 5th level spells. So I just need to figure out how I can edit this details. Not pact magic.
It's next to the trash can thing. I hate it personally, but that's where the edit button is.
I am a trash can thing, okay?
Oh. Yo.
Okay, Oscar.
You know that the adventure module we played, Mike and Rachel? We're one level below those guys now, with our main guys.
Dog?
They were 13. I know it.
They were level 11.
No, we were gonna do 11, and then you wanted
That's right.
feature,
13.
so...
Yeah.
We're still a bit behind them.
Took a little bit, but man, we're getting close though.
I have it to
We're up there. We're double digit, guys. Double digits.
Wait, I need a 5th name. Can you give me a 5th weirdly spelled name, please?
Give me a sec. I'll think of one.
Stacy.
Yeah, that's my mom's name. Let's do that.
Oh wait, we have the same moms.
Whoa, are you my brother?
Whoa, wait, hold on.
Whoa, I gotta step back for this reunion. You guys go at it. Come on, make up for lost time.
Wait a minute.
I've been looking for you for so long because my other 2 brothers are pieces of shit. So don't be one, or else I'll disown you just like that.
Don't be a not.
Stacy.
That is funny.
I say.
Wow.
I say.
Stacy's mom has got
It's got it going on. Have you ever felt like your grandma's being attacked when you hear that?
Oh yeah, all the time. Yes.
All the time. Yeah.
Relatable.
I didn't even meet her, but it's gross.
I mean, clearly Libby would be flattered though. It's like, well, yeah.
Did you get to meet our grandma?
Our grandma? No.
Yeah, did you? Oh, see, we both didn't get to meet our grandma.
Yeah.
I think we have the same mom. This is all just aligning. Our characters are siblings. We have the same mom.
Oh my god, I mean...
It took us 2 years to find each other. Our fingers interlace. Now I have all this bullying to really make up for.
Oh shit.
Hey, keeps me older than you.
Bitch,
So...
I'll fucking kill you.
You wanna go?
I ripped out my brother's hair, I will rip out yours!
Alright, let's go!
With me.
Let's go! In the boxing match right now in the ring. Let's go, let's go.
You mean like in between the couches in front of the TV, and we're gonna inevitably hit the TV stand, and the TV's gonna fall, and then Stacey is gonna walk in and be like, guys!
Yep, into the fall and almost break, or into the break, but thankfully maybe we have the pillows right in front of it, so,
all of a sudden Mike shows up, and we were like, what the fuck? And he goes, my mother's name was Stacy too.
Sadly, that's a no from me. It's Rowan.
Your mom's lying to you, and you just don't know yet.
They're all
This
Stacy.
whole
Every mom's
time.
Stacy.
Everywhere the eye can see is Stacy. I'm Stacy.
No, I don't. Let her.
This has gotten out of hand.
Yeah.
Am I older or is Vale older?
Chance, help, please.
I'm older.
You're older? How old are you?
Between
Everybody
the
get your shit together.
Yep. Okay.
If I have to listen to you talk about Stacy's moms for another 10 minutes, I will just fall asleep here.
Well, then can we talk about Jester's? Jester's mom has got...
Okay, let's go.
Alright,
guys. So, as everything reassembles, you watch as the robot summons a magical coil of rope, which then just flops down around the unconscious form of Not Babette. It tightens of its own accord as you watch the Avalian alchemist snap her fingers, and you see him pick her up, and she says, "You can understand, perhaps, why I would not allow a spy to understand and have become privy to my greatest secrets." As you stand up and walk up through the spiral staircase to the next floor, you realize that you've reached the top impossibly. You knew that it went higher, but you can see now that it's actually separated. A good 30 feet over your heads is a spinning tower. There's no bottom hatch, no connection. It is just slowly rotating clockwise over your head. But you do note that there's a sigil underneath it that matches the one right at the bottom in the center of the roof of this floating tower. And possibly large telescopes are positioned on the sides, and you can see where a staircase steps up to a platform where there is what appears to be looks to be like a ship's stern and wheel. And you can see a bunch of strange control dials and a map that's being fed through some sort of device. It's like making like this, and you can see like on a reel, a map is just scrolling across the thing in front of it. And she turns and looks at you as he sets the unconscious Babette on the ground very gently for such a big robot before walking over to the wheel. And she says, "With haste to the city of Hearthvine. I believe that this doppelganger would do best underneath the close supervision of your brave Albion." "Of course, it'll be a few hours before we arrive. So perhaps you would like to question it. Do so now, because I will not allow a spy to see the tower above, where my greatest secrets are held." The robot just kind of like roams to the side and like kind of like gives like a little pat on her back, and she goes stumbles forward and like struggles to keep her bearing on it, and she goes, "Yes, of course, with haste."
I will crackle knuckles a little bit and then pull out a good berry and look to the group. Now or never, I guess.
Those nods. He's like already kind of set up ready.
Alright. Give me the word and I will knock them out. And feed the good berry.
True purpose of good berries to bring back torture investigated. And
You hungry?
you just keep.
Keep
Welcome
good
back.
berries.
You just like push its mouth closed to chew on the good berry. Its eyes open, and for a brief moment, it's just solid black before, like from the edges, it comes in to form the white and make the pupils. With an unnatural voice, you see as suddenly it matches your face, Hanu, and your tone. First your voice, and then it suddenly shifts to look just like you.
I'll put my finger out right across, like, along its eye, saying, if you put a scar right there, you'd probably look better.
If you put a scar right there, you'd probably look better. It says about half a second before you say it.
Oh. Interesting.
Interesting.
Turns to the side and raises the fist up. Just giving a nod to everybody.
So, yeah, he can hold his hand. Who are you?
It shifts and turns to look like you. Who are you? At just the moment you're getting ready to say it.
Yeah, Zarman will use the old Colhin's blessing and cast Zone of Truth at charisma saving throw, I think.
Okay. Give me a second. Alright.
Yeah, charisma saving throw against Zarman's spell save DC, and Zarman would know if it succeeded or failed.
Yep. What's your DC again?
15.
It fails.
Words we get should be truthful now.
I'll ask again.
And I'll ask again. And as you said, the words we should be said should be truthful now. Its eyes turn to look at you as you were casting that spell, and they stay watching you. And you know that it failed. But it says, just a pace before you say it, the words it say should be truthful now. Those of you with a passive wisdom above 15 would realize that everything you're saying is truthful, so everything it's saying is truthful. If it just continues to repeat things, it's still within the confines of this. And it appears to be able to read your thoughts, so it's just saying everything you're going to say. However, I will get a perception check from anybody that was watching them while they were doing this, or an insight.
I will insight.
Either or.
Nope.
I will re-roll with my
No, my
Sage's
God!
Insight.
Wow.
No, I got my
Man.
Sage's Insight.
Oh my
guys.
god, come on, guys! What the fuck?
With my bird and my 1d4. Plus 1.
Bird, help me.
My 18. Oh.
Can Victor give me the help action?
Can your bird help you read a doppelganger?
Hanu Amaka's giving it the side eye, probably like, oh.
Okay. So, let's see.
Oh, can Ember?
14.
Can you have?
Oh
Mine,
yeah, Ember.
yeah,
Ember.
mine would be a
Ember?
16.
Yeah.
I can roll it.
Yeah, Ember. Oh, okay.
God, why?
Okay.
Wow.
So that's everybody, right?
Yeah.
I think at this point, who's gonna do it?
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
Hanu was the highest
Um,
at 18, I think. Sorry, God.
All right. So Hanu, you're the only one who notices this. That they looked at each person before they started mimicking them.
Okay, now I think I got a 16. Yeah, so I would be the same as Ember.
Oh, so you would have failed to not know that then.
Yeah, never mind then.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking
In
at.
this
I wanna
case,
be honest with
you're
guys.
fairly certain that it can just read your guys' thoughts freely and is just going to continue to repeat it.
Okay, well then. Turn around. Do I kick? Let's just start looking at her. Do I just knock it out right now and just bring it back?
My name is Rivaluz.
Okay, and I'll turn it back. It's okay.
And it says, "My name is Ruvaluz."
That's not true.
That's not true. It looks just like you right now.
Alright. I like myself as a person.
And
I stare at it.
at this point in time, you're gonna see her walk over and just kind of start pacing around, watching as each of you guys say things, and it turns into each of you. And then she's just gonna say, "Do you mind? I think I might have an idea. I do love it when I have an idea. Can I please test it?"
what?
Still holding on to the rope.
She turns around and she walks over to Sir Gearington and says, "The doctor, please. We could use their assistance." And you watch as suddenly the robot powers down, and this spirit rises out of it. And it looks to be like some sort of like, almost kind of like an elemental, but without element. And it moves down through the level of the floor and disappears. She just like grins this like big old smile and takes her glasses, or rather the goggles that are put up over her hat, and pulls them down over her eyes and says, "Oh, I do think that this is going to be fun." As from over the edge, this robot flies up from off the ledge. You could hear the sound of something smashing, like glass, just before it rose up over the edge. And this flying robot with way too many arms comes around. And it's got a very boxish body in the center. And as it hovers down next to her, it ends up planting out a couple of its arms, almost like legs, which post up to form like a tripod. And its body opens up, and she suddenly leans down in front of it, and you can just see as her hands are inside of the box of this robot. Every once in a while, she just like takes a vial and hands it off to one of the many arms that are coming out of it, and it'll hold off to it for a moment. And then they'll just sometimes go in or turn into tools. And then a moment later, she pulls out what looks to be a really big syringe, like about the size of her forearm, with a needle about the size of her finger. And she just starts rushing towards her. Is anybody going to stop her? Just out of curiosity, or y'all are going to let her inject her with a strange...
For the
Just
sake of my
curiosity.
just for the sake of my mental health with that one, what's that gonna do? Someone's just gonna ask a question.
It's going to make her think that we're the loveliest, greatest people that she's ever seen in her entire life. It's not like charming, because it's not really magical. Instead, it is going to systematically replace every fond memory that she's ever had with memories of us instead. It'll only last about an hour, though, and then she'll hate us.
Oh.
Sal's is honestly just kind of like looking unfazed, like, okay.
We don't want people to hate us.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I believe that she already does. That's usually why people spy on you. It takes a lot of hatred for somebody to pretend to be somebody else for a long period of time.
Or a lot of insecurity.
Well, I guess we can only discover if we put it to proper hypothesis. We've got to put it to the scientific rigor, after all. You almost see the shine of light go up across the needle and like ding off of the end of it, and you're suddenly reminded that you're inside of a storybook.
Yeah, Hannah looks really uncomfortable, but she'll just shift the entity in front of her and just glance to Zarman for confirmation. Kind of, in a way, it was like slight given cover, but if Zarman gives the go ahead, she will present.
Zarman would just look at her. Well, let's enjoy the view over there. I don't think we're gonna add much more here.
We'll go with Zarman.
But that's a big needle.
I know, go with Zarman.
Oh, and it's certain to bring a lot of blood. I hope you're not squeamish.
Very. I'm gonna go this way.
Zarman,
Zarman will walk this way if Rue follows. That would be on her.
But, Zeal, something about this doesn't feel right.
we didn't know.
Oh, you can trust me.
No,
I'm
I
a
can't.
mad scientist.
That's why.
She's just gonna stab the needle into her since nobody seems to be
no,
stopping
no.
Yeah, Honey will.
And
it.
Rue's
So
out.
she leans back really far with it, and then just goes dramatically down forwards with it. And as she gets right towards the edge of it, this tiny little needle pops out through the top of the big needle, and it just gives this tiny little poke. Gathers like a little droplet of blood. It goes back in, and you see it like extract it through the needle, like a swirl into like each individual portion of it, and then it just lights up with arcane, and then it just goes right back in, and then this little fucking band-aid puts over the top of it, and she looks at you guys, and the band-aid turns into a smile. At the same time, Babette's face turns into a smile, and she goes to looking just like a plain old gray-ish weird alien, but with this really happy smile on their face.
Is it done?
Hey guys. How is everybody?
We're doing good. How are you doing?
Wrong. Head is woozy. Oh, we're flying. I never liked heights. Why do they make me come to a place with so many heights? Thankfully, you guys are here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We wanted to ask you some questions. You got kind of sleepy and hurt. Do you still remember your name?
You're always the funny one. This one has no name. Just like none of us have any names.
Okay.
See, that's how we know it's still you.
Just standard procedural, medical procedure. So where is your home? And do you remember what date it is today?
You really should have been a doctor. But, of course, the war always called, didn't it? You would have made a great doctor.
I know, we all...
But none of us were able to stay home.
Sometimes...
We will make it back someday, comrade.
That's right.
Of course, service
Do
sometimes
you-
always goes over dreams, but we can dream again.
So we'll speak up. Comrade, do you remember the mission?
The mission. We are the mission. Remember. 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 We must remember what was forgotten. Remember? At the end, no one remembers anything.
And she will mouth over to Zale, the dream cycle?
Yes. At the end of the dream cycle. At the end of every dream cycle. But we can remember when we were kindred. When we had many faces instead of one. It is nice to remember before the end.
The enemy of this war, did you locate them?
The enemy is the end. It is always there. There's never any trouble in finding the end. Only in avoiding it.
Comrade, do you remember how long you've been with her?
This is my third cycle.
Cycle of the dream cycle.
You and I have only been in one other than this. Though I don't remember how we met in this one.
Been down. You and I met before.
Everyone meets at some point. What's everyone thinking?
Do you know where our other comrades are?
No. We never know. We only remember.
How'd you come across your latest face?
This one saw herself in a mirror. Someone said she would. So I waited until she did. In the office of her trusted place. And then I took her far away to the mazes, as is done
You had asked.
Where are mazes?
That's 0.
Up
Can
the
I make a history check to
Yeah,
see
how
if
about
I
that?
know what the mazes mean?
Same. But
I would say, based off of y'all's passives on that you would know that there are many, many different things that might pertain to something called the mazes throughout the world and throughout history, but you're uncertain as to what that means, or why 0 would have anything to do with it. You don't note any connection. There's nothing in history to clue you in.
When you had asked what we were thinking, she would have actually been. In the moment they were talking about we've all met somewhere, she was actually envisioning the night sky and shooting stars running across it, but also when the stars are reflected in the ocean. Any reaction? Or just a reflection of everything, right? Every cycle a different reflection.
Again and again. Until it's no more.
Are you taking the same path, or are you branching off this time?
I'm merely remembering. Maybe we're all remembering.
When was the last time you were at the office? And did you see a man not named Victor there?
He never comes to the office. You know that.
Yeah, he usually says one thing and likes to scamper off exploring others. Did he still have the horns last time you saw him?
We only ever see the faceless one. We all know. He can hide from anyone but his children.
He starts looking off to the distance. Does he remember? Or is he trying to? Are you trying to help him remember?
We merely enjoy remembering. We thank for the opportunity.
Comrade, what is 0? The beginning of the cycle.
Is this another medical test? What an elementary question. 0 is the non-dimension.
Do I
Designation ND.
I seem to have.
recognize that at all?
Nope. Never heard of it.
I seem to have lost the key. Do you know the quickest way to go to the office?
Oh, of course. It all makes sense.
You sure?
0, the non-dimension. Don't you see? It's the zero dimension. Just like you come from the third dimension, and I live in the second. These beings come from Dimension Zero, and it is there that they have trapped your friend.
So nobody's.
Sir Richard, plot a course for Dimension Zero.
Oh.
She points a finger towards the sky, and the robot says, we've never been to Dimension Zero, my lady. We would need a tuning fork to be able to do that. Yeah, I meant commence the operation to get a tuning fork to take us to Dimension Zero! She turns around and throws her tailcoat out and points forward towards the sky and says, but in the meantime, to Hearthfine. And that's where we're going to leave the session, guys.
Oh, I had one more last thing. I was gonna ask it, and I was gonna leave it.
Feel free to pick it up next session.
Yep, I'll leave it. I got a question.
She's going to literally laugh for the next 10 minutes straight. And
oh no, it was on the app.
We're going to pick it up
to
next
the-
session.
Yeah.
It was to the doppelganger.
It was the
Oh, to the doppelganger. Well,
Yes.
yeah, but you're gonna have an hour to be able to question them. So
That's
think
true,
of more
that's-
questions.
We have to like move
Alright.
this doppelganger far away from the laughing because she's just like laughing with her. You're like, no, it's good vibes. It's over here. Not crazy vibes, good vibes.
Fuck. Fucking nobody's up in here. What is it? Organization 13 gonna pop up too? Chance. We're at Kingdom Hearts
You're
right
the
now.
one who said that you had a Keyblade.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's
We're the
what
one.
I'm saying.
We're the one who freaking Rue's live thing. It's just they're like we're missing any shadow. We're just pure like heart.
I think they call it the Princess of Heart can open the door to darkness or whatever.
Yep, I know.
Yep.
Where you
Well.
making me feel tonight? It's hard.
Dude, don't die that I have to die too to save you, okay? I don't want to be die again.
Are you guys excited to go find Babette?
Oh my
So,
god.
from what it seems like, it was the first time she looked in a reflection after her curse, right?
God
Yep,
damn, you got cursed
right.
fucking quickly.
Yeah, that was 1983. She came back with that, so that was probably right after 1983 that happened.
So,
When
it was in Suntown. Gotcha.
Yep. That's what I'm guessing.
No, not in Suntown. Suntown
No.
exists outside of time.
That's
Okay.
right. So it had to be before that.
I mean, the problem is there's a lot of reflective surfaces up to a certain point, but if
Yeah,
it
like
was a
the
mirror
whole
specifically,
atrium.
Uh-huh. She was purposely avoiding looking at things for a long time because of that curse, though. So that was always
Yeah.
assumed until she mentioned that she was looking at one, that she was constantly avoiding looking at them.
Oh man.
Uh,
Damn.
freaking-
Let's go get Babette, brothers.
yeah.
it'd be hard to get one of those tuning forks, I'll be real with you, unless Victor's all like, shit, you can have my key.
Well, no, that's the one thing I was trying to ask to this one. It's like, I think I've lost my key. Do you know where I can find a new one? But,
Yeah, let me watch these questions next session. But
Yeah.
fuck, that was
Yep,
bad.
yep, yep,
Holy
yep.
moly.
Yep.
Oh.
I'd mentioned
Yeah,
that, but then the
I'll read-
other...
I didn't want to get into those sections of the
Okay.
details that you're going to learn from that while it's this late. I want
Okay,
people to be
sure,
able to
sure.
retain
Yeah,
the
that's fine.
information.
And I'm
So-
still the only one who doesn't see us as 2D storybooks, right?
Yes,
Like,
yes,
this
you're
whole
the only
time
one who
everybody's
doesn't.
been real.
Yes.
Bruce just like, y'all are weird. You guys are acting weird right
What
now.
are you guys talking about dimensions for?
Y'all basic?
You guys look fine to me.
Just like you come from the third dimension, and I exist in the second. And Rue's over here like, what the fuck is this chick on about?
There's no fucking dimensions.
This person is insane. Why
The
did
only
Brave
dimensions are
Albion
my
say to ask this
dimension
person for
domain.
help?
Just so many bad vibes, and Rue's just like, I don't know what to do with all these vibes.